Hi guys, welcome back to Hitpoint, and today you're gonna be watching me have a first blind through Let's Play look on Mountain Blade Bannerlord. Finally came out, I bought it. Nope, haven't played one bit of it, HD0. I did not play anything of it. Played a little bit of multiplayer in the beta, but that's pretty much it. So, we're just gonna get into it. And of course, we are going to go into campaign. The only thing that I did was go in game, bring the sound down, and make sure that the graphics look okay. That's it. Practically, I just deactivated motion blur, and left everything else out as it is on max. That's it. Yes, I am going in blind. And I understood from my viewers that the weapon system, the weapon customization system, is in game. So I'm going to be focusing on building myself a blacksmith. You play for 3 hours and you're already addicted? Okay. So we have to choose our character culture. Vlandians. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep the face there in the bottom right corner. We'll see. Did the sound go out, guys? Is everything okay? Can you guys still hear me? It's fine? Okay. Somebody should tell Pazuzu to turn on his sound for his stream. Anyway, I'm going to be reading through the cultures and see what's going on. Okay, guys? I'm going to take it nice and slow. I like to take things nice and slow. Think things through and read through everything. So, Vlandians. The Vlandians are the descendants of adventurers from the west who live under the Empire for centuries before forming an independent kingdom. With the decline of imperial authority, they have evolved into a well-organized feudal society led by a caste of warlike nobles who prefer to fight with spears and lance on horseback. Okay, so practically Swadians. With a little bit of crossbows mixed in. 20% more upgrade experience to troops from battle. Okay, cool. Sturgians. Sturgians are the descendants of the foreign tribes of northern Coloradia. As the Empire expanded in their cold forests, they found that a ready market for the luxurious furs of woodland animals whom they traditionally hunted and trapped. Sturgian chieftains become princes, vying for preeminence with the help of Nord mercenaries who migrated into their realm. They're good hunters and wanderers, traveling far in search of opportunities both for trade and for plunder. So 20% less speed penalty from snow. Okay, so we found out that there's a speed penalty based on the terrain that you're on. Okay, got it. Hey Chris, just began. I've just read the cultures for Vlandians and Sturgians. Literally choosing our culture. Didn't miss a thing. Empire. The Coloradian Empire is in decline. Even before the murder of the Emperor Arenikos, the once united realm was torn by political rivalries. Today, those factions are in open war, yet Coloradians endure. They're technologically more advanced than their neighbors, and their mastery of engineering is not just evidence in their aqueducts, beautiful architecture, and massive city walls. It also makes them experts in siege warfare. So 20% construction speed bonus to town projects, wall repairs, and siege engines. So from a faction end game standpoint, this is amazing. This is amazing. Raised by Phantom, welcome back to the end, dude. How you doing, man? Well, here I am. I'm actually going to talk about the passives of each one, and where would I would think they're useful. Aserai. The Aserai are the inhabitants of the Nahasa Desert, a mixture of nomadic Bedouin and settled oasis farmers. They're famous for their horsemanship and their knowledge of the learning of many lands, especially medicine, gained from lying on some of the continent's most lucrative trade routes. Each clan is fiercely proud of its lineage and often jealous of the others, but when united by a charismatic leader, they become a major force in the south. Caravans are 30% cheaper to build, 10% less trade penalty. Okay. Yeah, it does sound very, very good, at least on paper, HD0. And before people massively get disappointed by the game due to their extremely high expectations and hype. Oh, of course. That's why we're taking it slow, and that's why I kindly gonna ask you guys to lower your expectations, because we have no idea what's gonna happen. Kuzait. The Kuzait Confederation of steppe tribes used to live a nomadic life, but have recently settled in the eastern frontier of the empire, and are slowly transitioning into an agrarian society with permanent town centers. Despite this, they still retain many aspects of their nomadic life, including their affinity with horses. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. They're masters of mounted archery, shooting and then galloping out of reach. 10% extra speed bonus for Horsemen on campaign map. Hey, Conduct. Welcome back to the inn. Battanians. The Battanians still remember the olden days when the woods stretched across northern Calradia, and the Empire and its cities had yet to violate their sanctity. The fierce warriors remain loyal to their traditional ways. They paint their faces when going to battle, and even their noblemen prefer to fight on foot while using great axes and two-handed swords with deadly efficiency. Forests give 10% less speed penalty to parties. Okay, so we read through all of the cultures. Let me just make sure that I have them right. So Vlandia is Swadia. Empire is Rome, kind of new. Asarai are the Serenids. Kuzait are the Kyrgyz. Battania are the Nords. Aren't the Battanians like the Forest Bandits, but like in a polite way? I'm sorry, in like a polity? I have no idea, Pazuzu. I'm trying to figure out as well. Try to figure out who Sturgia and Battanians are. So Sturgians are the Nord, okay. And then Battanians, what were their troop composition in multiplayer? I'm trying to remember. The Battanians and the Empire are the new ones. Okay. Hey, Flavian. Welcome back to the Indeed. I was always back. I try to remember who the Battanians are. The Battanians have good archers. I think the Empire has good archers, but they also have good Cafaracts. Battanians are Celtic-like. Sturgians or Vagirs are Nords. Okay, Battania are Salts. They're the ones with the Falksmen. Oh, right. Yes, you're correct, HG0. Now I remember them. Yeah. That's I always felt like Sturgians and the Battanians are very similar to each other. Okay, got it. Let's talk a little bit about the passives of each faction. Okay, so 20% more upgrade experience to troops from battles. I feel like this is just better. This is just good all around. In the early game, in the mid game, and the late game, this is very good. It makes you bring out soldiers like a badass super fast. So that's good. Sturgians, 20% less speed penalty from snow. I feel like this is a weak passive. I'm not exactly sure if there's a season cycle where everywhere you'll see snow or it's just in the north. But if it's just in the north and there's no season cycle, this is a very weak passive. So, yeah. Oh, there are seasons. Okay, then never mind. Sturgians will be good in winter warfare. They're going to be fast on their feet during winter. Okay, never mind. If there's seasons, then that's good. Okay, I was worried about that, to be honest. Yeah, okay, got it. You guys convinced me. There are seasons. Good. Empire, 20% construction speed bonus to town projects, wall repairs, and siege engines. So this is amazing for when you're a vassal of a faction and when you have your own faction. So mid game, late game, this passive's amazing. That's my god. Hello, Kryovic. Welcome to the inn. Right. That was actually the proper response that Robson said. From Aserai, now caravans are 30% cheaper to build, 10% less trade penalty. I'm trying to figure out, maybe they introduced the caravan mechanic from Fire and Sword? Yes, I am aware that the Empire is like Byzantines, and I really feel, they really feel good, to be honest. I kind of don't like their cavalry that they don't have any shields, but hey, each one with their own. So wonder if in good old Sturgia and let them tell you, don't like snow, then don't go there. So it's really good if you're apparently do shit up in the north. Okay. The Battanians, it seems so, Emotech. They're the Celts. They have axes. Well, sorry, Celts. Celts. I think it's Celts. But anyway, we'll see. So again, I'm not exactly sure. This might be very powerful in the early to mid game. I'm not exactly sure if this is going to be useful during faction stage. This might fall off in the late game by the looks of it. Alright, Flavian, you can get banned for that. Be careful. People have gotten banned from Steam for doing that, so be careful with that one. Okay, Kuzait, 10% extra speed bonus for Horsemen on campaign maps. Now, this works if you only plan on going with horsemen armies, just roaming around with Swadian knights. I'm putting the quote on quote off, putting the Swadian knights or horse archers in. So this might be useful, but again, 10% extra speed bonus doesn't really feel that much. So I would say that Kuzait currently has the weakest passive. Caravans cost around 15k from when I tried to make one, so early on, that's not something to overlook, that minus 30% cost. Okay. Alright, and then for Britannia Force, give 10% less speed penalty to parties. Again, I'm not exactly sure if there's a lot of horse on the map. This might be useful when you're trying to run away from enemies, but I don't think this is gonna matter too much because you're choosing your character's culture, not the faction that you're gonna be joining. But since it's early access and they don't allow us to construct factions yet, maybe I'm thinking too much into it. For right now, I think I'm gonna go Battanians. I'm going to go Battanians because I think they have the strongest archers, and you guys know that I really, really favor archers. Don't think I'm going to go Vlandians, but I would like to test out their crossbowmen. So, if we do have the choice of free roaming and going for whatever faction we want, we will visit the Vlandian lands and test out their crossbowmen. But for now, I'm going to go with Battania in case the game forces me to remain with Battania. Yeah, pretty much HD0. But for right now, I'm going to go with Battanians just in case the game locks me with that faction. Alright, so we got to create our character who, weirdly enough, looks like a fat Mark Zuckerberg. Okay. Body type. Oh, it's not gonna... It's gonna test out? Alright. Oh shit. Let's see what voice we're gonna go for. That's... You didn't say shit. Hello, Marcel. Welcome back to the inn. I thought we both agreed we wouldn't play this game sober at launch. Nah. I'm fine, man. I'm fine. I want that voice. I want the third voice. Now we're gonna go a little bit on the tanned side. Hello, Neves. Welcome to the inn. Height. Oh no. I think I'm gonna go with the smaller guy. Something like this. I'm a smaller guy in real life anyway, so let's go with that. For face. Do we have skin type? Oh dear. Okay. Kind of like the rugged man. By the way, Battanians units use a great quote, "On your knees, dog." Okay, I'll keep that in mind, Shadow. You gonna play on permadeath mode? I'll see what the game throws at me, HG0. We'll see. I think I'm gonna go with skin type 2. Isn't there a randomizer for a face? Ah, there you go. Perfect. Should be fine. Does height affect strength or something? Not yet. I don't know. We'll see. But I don't think so. I don't think that height affects anything for right now. Face asymmetry. Oh, cool. Right, let's just leave him at that. Eyebrow type. Eye color. Okay, let's go with the different eye color. And we're going to go with that. Hey, Mailman. Welcome. Has anyone else a problem where you're not allowed to watch a stream on lower qualities? Oh, do I have that problem here now? I'm sorry to hear that. Is my 1060 running this good enough? Looks fine. We'll test it out. We'll see. Don't need anything on the nose. Let's check the hair. Oh, they improved the hair. Looks better now, it seems. Hello, Nerd Skull. I haven't even created my character yet. Give me a sec. I'll die in a second, man. Jesus. Kind of like this here. Alright, and now let's add ourselves some sexy stash. With a beard. Maybe? Probably gonna go with a bigger beard. Aha! This is me right now, actually. Huh. Well, I played in the early access, so I guess it's good enough. If I could handle the early access, sorry, not the early access, the closed beta, I'm sure I can wing my way through this one as well. All right, let's go with a full beard. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. Hell yeah! All right. What's my CPU? You can check the specs in the description of the video and the description of the stream. I haven't chosen the difficulty yet. Guys, give me a sec. Okay, next. Choose your family. Whoa, okay. That's just jumped me in out of my comfort zone. He's setting campaign difficulty to hardest this time around. We'll see, Marcel. Anyway, what do we got here? We got Vigor, Control, Endurance, Cunning, Social, and Intelligence. Okay, so we have 2, 4, 6 majors. And then in each major, there are 3 minor skills. Get it. You like the horse riding in this game? Okay, we'll see. Hey, Bloody Fiesta, welcome back to the end. Hey, Kiba. Man, everybody showed up today. Thanks, guys. So what do we got? So for Vigor... represents the ability. As I said, I'm going to be taking things slow. I'm going to be discussing through things, so you might find this a little bit on the boring side, but I like to explore and enjoy myself. Anyway. Yeah, it seems so. So Vigor represents the ability to move with speed and force. It's important for melee combatants. Okay. And it contains one-handed mastery, which I'm pretty sure everybody knows what it is. Either with a shield or without. That's important. Do you think... I don't know yet, Marcel. This is the first time that I'm playing Bannerlord. Let's just play it for a bit, and then I'll tell you if I'm going to return to Warband. But most likely, I'm going to be returning to Warband. And yes, it seems we do choose our family. We'll see. Two-handed mastery, fighting with two-handed weapons of average length, such as bigger axes and swords. And then pole arms, mastery of spear, lance, staff, and other pole arms, both one-handed and two-handed. Okay, so we do have pole arms and weapons that are one-handed or two-handed. Good. Control. Control represents the ability to use strength without sacrificing precision. It's necessary for using ranged weapons. Yo, Mike, thanks for resubbing, man. Really appreciate it. So what do we got? We got bow, crossbow, and throwing. Okay, so this time around, we do have separate skills. And now crossbow has its own skill. Familiarity with bows and physical conditioning to shoot with them effectively, knowledge of operating and maintaining crossbows, and mastery of throwing projectiles accurately and with power. So we got that going for us. Looks like there won't be auto block, not even with a shield. It seems not. No, I've tried to check that in the options menu and I did not find an auto block option. So I'm just going to have to learn how to block manually. Endurance is the ability to perform taxing physical activity for a long time. So this would be riding. Okay. Ability to control a horse, to keep your balance when it moves suddenly or unexpectedly, as well as general knowledge of horses, including their care and breed. Athletics, physical fitness, speed, and balance, so for on foot. And then we got smithing. So we have smithing in the endurance department. Knowledge of how to forge metal, match handle to blade, turn poles, sew scales, and stuff.
Thanks for entertaining and providing knowledge on a great game series.
Hey, no problem, Bloody Fiesta. Thank you for the donation. Really appreciate it. So yeah, you guys told me that smithing and weapon customization is in the game. So I plan on going full smithing, a full smithing build. So we're going to grab as much points into smithing as possible from the beginning of the game and see where that takes us. And see if it's worth it, see if it's good, okay? I'd like to, for the first time that I'm playing this game, I'd like to do whatever the fuck I want. So I'm going to go with that. Probably a family of smiths, yeah. Knowledge of how to forge metal, match handles to blade, turn poles, sew scales, and other skills useful in the assembly of weapons and armor. So, you can assemble armor as well. Woodolph, thank you for becoming a follower, my man. Welcome to Hitpoint Inn. I'm not going to do the entire welcome today, because I would like to focus a little bit on the game. Yes, smithing's in. You have to go to a major town and then go to a smithy option in the town menu. Alright, I'll keep it in mind. Then what do you got? Cunning. Ability to predict what other people will do and to outwit their plans. So we got scouting. Knowledge of how to scan the wilderness for life. You can follow tracks, spot movement in the undergrowth, and spot an enemy across the valley from a flash of light on spear points or a dust cloud. Tactics. Your judgment of how troops will perform in combat. This will allow you to make a good prediction of when an unorthodox tactic will work and when it won't. Then we have Roguery. Okay, that's new. This dude looks like a candidate from Beauty and the Beast. Keyboard said the same. Okay. Roguery. Experience with a darker side of human life. Do you look in people's asses? You can tell when a guard wants to bribe. You know how to intimidate someone and have a good sense of what you can and can get away with. Ravens of Valhalla. Thank you for becoming a follower, man. Welcome to Hitpoint Inn. Interesting. Probably another thingamajig that we will need to test out and see what's useful for there. Okay, and then we got social. Social is the ability to understand people's motivations and to sway them. Charm. Okay, this is new. The ability to make a person like and trust you. You can make a good guess at people's motivations and the kinds of arguments to which they'll respond. So this sounds kind of like persuasion. Leadership. The ability to inspire. You can fill individuals' confidence and stir up enthusiasm and courage in larger groups. And trait. Yeah, that's literally persuasion. Charm is persuasion. Or AKA being sexy. Yeah, I'll go with that too. Trade. Familiarity with the most common goods in the marketplace and their price, as well as the ability to spot defective goods. Okay, so is a defective good a thing in this game? Or tell if you've been shortchanged in quantity. Then we got intelligence. Steward. Medicine and engineering. Steward. Your knowledge of what makes a settlement prosper. This helps you to manage an estate or administer a town. Okay, so it seems they separated estate managing from engineering. Before, steward was practically within engineering. It's not anymore. Medicine. Knowledge of how to stauch bleeding, to set broken bones, to remove embedded weapons, and clean wounds to prevent infection, and to apply poultices to relieve pain and soothe inflammation. Also, it seems wound treatment, surgery, and what was it? First aid have been all merged into one. There's only medicine now. The people may try to scam you in-game. I did not know that yet. We'll see, HD0. We'll see. Hey, Mikos. Welcome to the end. And then engineering, knowledge of how to make things that can withstand powerful forces without collapsing. Useful for building both structures and the devices that knock them down. It seems engineering now is a dedicated siege skill. So, probably going to be needing only in sieges. Smithing build will be the meta. We don't know yet, Imotech. Who knows? Maybe weapons are very cheap and there's no point in making yourself a smithy. A blacksmith. We'll see. For right now in this playthrough, I'm going to want to test out smithing. I will want to test out how medicine works. And we're going to try to go with... We'll see what the rest of the points will remain, but most likely I'm going to be focusing on a sword and board type of character, and we'll see where we go from there. Radier Broom, thank you for becoming a follower, my man. Welcome to Hitpoint Inn. So, for right now, we were born into a family of smiths. Your family were... Oh, you could actually read the options? Holy shit, you can read the option and change the family. Oh, that's so cool. I love that shit. That's awesome. Alright, so medicine is really worth it if 1 point you get that much. We'll see. We'll see. Yes, medicine does seem to be a little bit OP if you get that much of a bonus out of it. We'll see. It depends. Maybe the maximum amount is not worth it. We'll find out. Anyway, this changes things. Let's see what each option gives us. Members of the Chieftain's Hearthguard. Your family were the trusted kingfolk of the Battanian chieftain and sat at his table in his great hall. Your father assisted his chief in running the affairs of the clan and Trained with the traditional weapon of the Battanian elite, the two-handed sword or falx, and the bow. Hello, Adriabroom. Finally, someone who knows how to play. This is a blind through. I just started playing. As you buy a sword, but afterwards it turns out not to be that what was promised, like it was lower state than it was in the store. Fair, and then you can improve it as a smith. We'll see. We'll see. So this gives me 10 skill levels and 1 focus point. And two-handed and bow. Points to vigor? Okay, so it gives me vigor. And it gives me bow and two-hander. Alright. Got it. For healers, your parents were healers who gathered herbs and treated the sick. As a living reservoir of Battanian tradition, they were also asked to adjudicate many disputes between clans. Oh, that warms my heart so much. 10 skill levels? Okay. I don't know what these 10 skill levels are. We'll have to figure them out later. Have you tried clicking on the icons you want to put points into? Yeah, it just gives me information. Nothing else. Also, skills are much more easy to level because you only have to perform the action. If you do enough one-handed combat, you get better at it, and you don't have to spend skill points on things like Power Strike and Power Draw. That's cool. That most likely applies for combat HG0, but what about leadership? What about trading? The more I buy and the more I sell, my trade gets better? Is that how it works? Or what about medicine? The more I heal my soldiers, the better I get at medicine? How does that work? 10 skill level for intelligence, I think. We'll see. We'll see. No, it just gave me an extra point of intelligence because we've selected healers. Hello, Lothik. Welcome back to the end. So it's just like in Skyrim. The more you do something, the better you get at it. I like that system. I like that system. Holy shit. Also, Lento, too. Welcome to the inn. Tribespeople. Your family were middle-ranking members of Battanian clans who tilled their own land. Your father fought with the Kern, the main body of his people's warrior joining in the screaming charges for which the Battanians were famous. And this would give us throwing weapons and athletics. So most likely this is for a foot soldier build. This is for medic. As you can see, it gives you charm, it gives you medicine, so it gives you negotiation skills and you can heal people. This gives you this is kind of the noble build start where you have been trained in the bow and in the use of the two-hander. So combat focused, social focused, combat focused, and then let's see the smith. Your family were smiths, a revered profession among the Battanians. They crafted everything from fine filigree jewelry in geometric designs to the well-balanced longswords favored by the Battanian aristocracy. I wonder if, depending on the culture that you choose, what you receive from the smithing family is different. For example, let's say Vlandia has more a tradition to use sword and board, and thus instead of receiving a pointed two-handed, you receive a pointed one-handed. I would like to see if that's the case. Can I do that? Oh, okay. Let's see. Let's see if it allows me. Real quick. Super curious to check it. Oh my god, seriously? It resets my face? Okay, I don't care. Just give me the beard. Just give me the beard and the hair. It resets your face, guys, so be careful on this. And give me the dark hair, and I'm good. Let's see. Oh, it does! A Baron's Retainer gives polearm and riding. Urban Blacksmith, okay, gives, again, two-handed. But the Baron Retainer doesn't give you two-handed and bow. It gives you the culture specialization. It gives you the polearm and riding. So the choices that you make with your character's history is influenced by the culture that you choose. Yes, that is a interesting thing that we need to keep in mind. That's awesome. That's very awesome. I will post it, Pazuzu. I will post it on YouTube. Yeah. So real quick, let me just get my hair back in order. Gotta get looking good. We can't just go out there looking like a numbskull. So probably, you know what? That beard's fine. This beard's fine. Probably it's not the same beard that I've been using, but that beard's fine. And for the eyes, we're gonna go with that color and press next. Okay, we're not doing a lot of that. Hello, Adolf. Welcome to the end. What's up? So, oh, and they also changed the looks of the parents as well. Even the parents are randomized. That kind of gives me. An interesting vibe. We'll see, HD0. We'll see. Anyway, we were at Smith's. Let's check Foresters. So your family had little land of their own, so they earned their living from the woods, hunting and trapping. They taught you from an early age that skills like finding game trails and killing an animal with one shot could make the difference between eating and starvation. This will give us scouting and pathfinding. Oh, no, wait. Scouting. Wait a second. Maybe scouting is also pathfinding incorporated? Why did she become curly hair? I think my beard's curly haired. Who knows? But I think the looks of your parents are also randomized. Father looks like the elf mage from Witcher 3. He might. Okay, and then for bards. Your father was a bard, drifting from chieftain's hall to chieftain's halls, making his living singing the praises of one Botanian aristocrat and mocking his enemy, then going to his enemy's hall and doing the reverse. You learn from him that a clever tongue could spare you from a life toiling in the fields if you kept your wits about you, and this gives you rogue and charm. Okay, we've already decided we're gonna go with smithing in this game. In this case, hell yeah, brother, that's how it works. Genetics. Hey, unit, welcome back to the inn. So, let's go next. As a child, I was chubby. Wow, exactly like in real life. My god, this game knows me so well. As a child, you were noted for your leadership skills. Yeah, you give me that cookie. Give me that cookie. And then my leadership aura vanquished him to the ground, and he gave me the cookie I beckoned for. That's how it works, I don't know. Hey, Sales, can you be an assassin? I guess you can max out your roguery. Sure. So... Oh, look at that fucker. Oh, look at that fucker. That's an epic retelling. Maybe you should have went bard. Sure. If the wolf pup gang of your early childhood had an alpha, it was definitely you. All the other kids followed your lead as you decided what to play and where to play, and led them in games and mischief. This face needs to be an emote. Somebody make that shit happen. Screenshot that shit and make an emote out of it. Oh, damn. Oh, that slapped me on the knee. Gives me leadership, tactics, and 1 point to cunning. Okay. Let's see. Oh, you're brawn. You are big, and other children look to have you around any scrap with children from a neighboring village. You push the plow and throw an axe like an adult. Hey, Nino, welcome back to the inn. You think you're gonna refund this game? It just doesn't run smooth for you at all? I'm sorry to hear that, my man. Remember that it's just the early access, and it still needs a lot of optimization. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. The child characters in this game look really funny. My current player looked like an ugly girl in his childhood. Hey, each one with their own, my man. At least you brought yourself up into a beautiful butterfly in your adulthood. This gives us two-handed. Ooh, so we would have 2 points. And throwing. Good. Your attention to detail. Oh. You were quick on your feet and attentive to what was going on around you. Usually you could run away from trouble, though you could give a good account of yourself in a fight with other children if cornered. This gives you athletics and one-handed, and 1 attribute to control. That's cool. Interestingly enough, it gives you 1 attribute to control, but it does give you an attribute in the skills within control. Dex Jr., thank you for becoming a follower, my man. Welcome to Hit Point Inn. Working on this game for a long time, and this is the almost end product. That's just sad. Hey, Nino, give it a refund. Maybe you'll buy it later. It's perfectly fine, my dude. Also, please check your rig, your machine. Maybe you don't have the minimum requirements or something, or not the recommended requirements. Aptitude for numbers. Most children now you had only the most rudimentary education, but you lingered after class to study letters and mathematics. You were fascinated by the marketplace, weights and measures, tallies and accounts, the chatter about profits and losses. This gives you a point in engineering and trade, and extra point in intelligence. You're away with the people. That fucking face. Fucking priceless. Priceless. I wasn't talking with your PC aspect. Saw my Viking Conquest? Alright, dude. Glad you did. Anyone can tell me? Oh, right. Nino, deactivate anti-aliasing, VSync, and motion blur. Those really drain on the system. See if it works better afterwards. Oh yeah, there's going to be good memes. You're always attentive to other people, good at guessing their motivations. You studied how individuals were swayed and tried out what you learned from adults on your friends. Focus both to charm and leadership, and 1 point to social. You know what I like? I like the fact that I'm from a family of blacksmiths and actually have a blacksmith's apron on. I like that. And your skill with horses, or very small horses or ponies. You're always drawn to animals and spend as much time as possible hanging out in the village stables. You could call them horses, and are sometimes called upon to break in new colts. You learn the basic of veterinary arts, much of which is applied to humans as well. Oh, really? This actually gives you a point to medicine. Hey, if it works on a horse, it works on a human too. Why not? V6 should be disabled since it smooths your frames. Run on a half if the buffer seems too much for you. Okay, man. Hey, Degman. Welcome to the end. Currently Battanian culture. Now turn your head and cough. Righto. I don't think there's any option that gives me smithing over here. We could go for the 2 points into two-handed. We could go for the attention to details, which gives us one-handed mastery and athletics. But I think I'm gonna go... Well, okay, either your way with people or your skill with horses. Because skill with horses will simply improve our riding capacity. And medicine is simply something that I'd wanted to check out. I wanted to try out. Hey, if a horse eats hay, why not humans? Yeah, sure. Or if it's gonna be a foxman when he grows up? We'll see. Though... Who's one with 4 in the end? I'm sorry, unit, what? I'm not making it right now, Marcel. I'm just studying and checking out the game first. I'm taking my time. I'm reading through things. I'm enjoying myself. It's my blind through. I gotta read through. I'm the type of dude that takes things slow. I'm boring like that. But yes, I do plan on making a guide for it. So I'm thinking of going your skill with horses, and hear me out why. Number 1, I'd like to know how medicine works. I'd like to know how medicine works, how it influences my soldiers. Number 2, I'd like to learn riding because it gives me a lot of advantages during combat. I'm not going to be running around all over the place. Number 3, it gives me endurance. And I'd like to see if the points you have in endurance also determines or influences the points in your smithing and in your riding. Those are my 3 reasons, so I'm going to go with your skills with horses this time around. Plus, interestingly enough, a 3.5, from a lore perspective, the blacksmith needed to put a lot of horseshoes on the horses, so it would make sense that I spent some time near animals. And that's cool. Would engineering have something to do with siege weapons? It only has something to do with siege weapons. Tessellated Tesla. Only with siege weapons. There was one with 4 endurance, but you picked it. Yeah, practically this one. That's why I'm going with it. So, let's go next. Alright, Adolescence. Growing up, you spend most of your time at the town watch's training ground. Oh, yes, we are more dignified now. You watched the town watch practice shooting and perfect their plans to defend the walls in case of a siege. And that gives us 1 to crossbow. Interestingly enough, I'm not exactly sure why do you receive 1 to crossbow, because I don't think the Battanians have a crossbow unit. So maybe I would have switched this from crossbow to bow, but maybe that's just me. I wouldn't, Flavian. And yeah, sure, I can understand tactics. I just don't. Actually, he's an adolescent. Maybe they will let him. With the alley gangs, yeah, the gang leaders who kept watch over the slums of Coloradian cities were always in need of poor youth to run messages and back them up in turf wars, while thrill-seeking merchant sons and daughters sometimes slummed it in their company as well. Hell yeah. That gives us roguery and one-handed and a point to cunning. Okay. Not really interested. This ducking kid. He's a ducking kid. They don't have crossbows, they have the best archers. Indeed, Degman. That's why I stated that it doesn't really make sense that the At Town's Watch's training ground gives you crossbow proficiency. Seems like it's generalized because it makes sense for a peasant to use crossbows, but I hope modders make it culture specific. Yeah, as I said, I would prefer to make it culture specific. At least that choice. Okay, at docks and building sites. All towns had their share of projects that were constantly in need of both skilled and unskilled labor. You learned how to hoist, and scaffolds were constructed. You learned how hoists and scaffolds were constructed, how planks and stones were hewn and fitted, and other skills. So, really, this gives me athletics and smithing? Really, smithing? Wouldn't it have made more sense to give steward and engineering? Weird choice, but for right now, I guess we're going to go with at docks and building sites. I know, I noticed that it gives you +1 in blacksmithing. Kind of don't like the fact that you get athletics, but it does make sense. Alright, in the markets and caravanseries, I'm not exactly... Oh my god, that dumb smile, shit. He never grow up, kid. Never grow up. So, you worked in the marketplace selling trinkets and drinks to busy shoppers. Trade and charm. But Dad, I always wanted to be a waitress. No, son, you're gonna be a blacksmith. Whoopsh. Alright, I swear it makes me think of the Joker. Why so serious? Reading and studying. Your family scraped up the money for rudimentary schooling and you took full advantage, reading voraciously on history, mathematics, and philosophy, and discussing what you read with your tutor and classmates. This gives us, interestingly enough, leadership and engineering. Okay. What are those hands? Super little, awesome little guy hands. The proverbial shit-eating green? Yeah. Reading and studying seems out of place in a game called Mountain Blade. Sure, Radnick. Whatever you say. Welcome to the end. Okay. So you picked Wayward Horse for early child? Yes, I did. And then working at the stables. You were employed as a hired hand at the town stables. The overseers recognized that you had a knack for horses and you were allowed to exercise them and sometimes even break in new steeds. That's incredibly fucking dangerous. This gives us riding and steward and an increased point into endurance. Sounds good. Sounds awesome for late game. Gives us increased riding and it gives plus endurance. But I think I'm going to go with at docks and building sites. Hello, Shredder. Welcome back to the end, dude. Oh, shut up, Kiba. Hey, my guy, Fried Bacon. Welcome back to the end. Alright, so we're going to go with at docks and building sites. Gives us an extra point into smithing, and we said that we would like to maximize that out. So we're going to go with that. Holy shit. Choose your youth. As a youngster growing up in Colradia, war was never too far away. You stood guard with the garrisons. Urban troops spent much of their time guarding the town walls. Most of their training was in missiles. And yes, that gives us bowmanship. And it does make sense to give us bowmanship. The previous choice, this, would have made much more sense to receive bowmanship. Oh, and also, if you go back to change some things, it remembers the choices that you did earlier in life. For example, stood guard with the garrison remained selected. That's cool. Smithing would be part of building? I guess so, and I guess you're building stuff. Spectre still around? Of course he is, yeah. We're like the new player creation screen, way better compared to Warband. Oh yes, I'm actually impressed. I love the character creation screen. It's very thorough. I like it. Maybe it didn't give you bows because you were too young to pull a bow, so they gave you a small crossbow. But that sounds very, very cute, and it would make sense from a real world perspective. But still, it's a culture that doesn't use crossbows. Tesla. You lost the smith focus skill? Oh, no, not yet. Wait, I did? I did. Okay, my bad. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. Right, what else do we get first? Bow and engineering. Got it. Rode with the scouts. All of Colradia's kingdom recognized All of Calradia's kingdoms recognize the value of good light cavalry and are sure to recruit nomads and borderers with the skills to fulfill those duties. You are a good enough rider that your neighbors pitched in to buy you a small pony and a chef of javelins so you could fulfill their levy obligations. And this gives me riding and bow, but then why did I receive a chef of javelins? If I receive a chef of javelins, should my throwing skill go up? You see, there's a small inconsistency there. Drawing a crossbow is a lot harder than a bow? I don't know. It depends if it has a little lever that you could pull on. But hey, you might be correct. I've never shot a crossbow. Or a crank, thank you, yes. But hey, I've never shot a crossbow. I've never touched a crossbow in my life. Trained with the infantry. Levy armed with spears and shields drawn for small-holding farmers have always been the backbone of most armies of Calradia. This gives polearm and one-handed skills and vigor. Join the skirmishers. Younger recruits of those of a slighter build or those too poor to buy shields and armor tend to join the skirmishers. Fighting with bow and javelin, they try to stay out of reach of the main enemy force, and this gives us both bow and throwing. Ugh. Okay. Joined the Kern. Many battalions fight as Kern, versatile troops who could both harass the enemy line with their javelins or join in the final screaming charge once it's weakened. Okay, this is much better. This gives you a infantry position. It gives you throwing, it gives you one-handed that you could utilize on a soldier. I don't like this option. And I don't like this option because it specializes you into multiple fields. I do like this one. It gives you both riding and bow. And marched with the camp followers. You avoided service with one of the main forces of your realm's armies, but follow the descent of the train. In the train, the troops' wives, lovers, and servants, and those who made their living by caring for, entertaining, or cheating the soldiers. We receive roguery and throwing, and appointed to cunning. I see. Okay, so we're a big boy. We have quite a lot of endurance. I'm either gonna go join the Kern, or I'm gonna go... Let's see, what's the... Or I might go road with the scouts, because this gives extra endurance, gives extra points into riding, and it gives them some ranged options. Yeah, by the sounds of it, it might be a good idea to ride with the scouts. This would simply gives us a little bit of extra defense if we want to go with sword and board. We'll see. I think it depends on the choices that you make as Green Ghost. But yeah, I think I'm going to stick with the scouts as well. So let's go with that. Plus, it gives us more endurance, which hopefully results in better smithing skills. And it says that they bought me a pony, and I can't give up a pony. And choose your young adulthood. Before you set out for a life of adventure, your biggest achievement was... you defeated an enemy in battle. Not everyone who musters for the levy marches to war, and not everyone who goes on campaign sees action. You did both, and you also took down an enemy warrior in direct one-to-one combat, in the full view of ya boys. This gives us 1 point to do one-handed and 1 point to do two-handed, gives us extra vigor, +1 to valor, and plus 20 to renown. I guess I can recognize what renown is. I need to figure out what valor is. We'll see what that determines later. Probably I'm going to be reading some concept art or some concept tutorials or something, reference stuff. You saved your city quarter from a fire. When a sudden blaze broke out in a back alley, your neighbors needed quick-thinking leadership, and you provided it. You organized a bucket line to the nearest well, putting the fire out before any homes were lost. And this gives us tactics and leadership. +1 to calculating and renown. Oh dear. So it gives you... so there's valor and there's calculating, which we don't know what they are yet, or at least I don't know what they are yet. I'll need to figure that out. You invested some money on a workshop. Your parents didn't give you much money, but they did leave just enough for you to secure a loan against a larger amount to build a small workshop. You paid back what you borrowed and sold your enterprise for a profit. we receive smithing and 1 point into trade and 1 point into calculating. So for right now, this is going to be the choice that we're going for because it gives me an extra point into smithing. By the looks of it, I think with all of the choices, you can bring up these skills up to 3. We'll see. You survived a siege. Your hometown was briefly placed under siege, and you were called to defend the walls. Everyone did their part to repulse the enemy assault, and everyone is justly proud of what they've endured. This gives you a point into bow and crossbow and extra to control. Again, I don't like it. I don't agree that it gives you both a point into bow and into crossbow. Just give me one in bow, because that's what battalions are all about, and give me an extra point in, I don't know, one-handed, or vigor, or something. At this point, I don't think I'm going to be the best smith. I'm going to be something. We'll see if it's viable in HD0. You had a famous escapade. You fucking shoo. Maybe it was a love affair, or maybe you cheated at dice, or maybe you just chose your words poorly when drinking with a dangerous crowd. Anyway, you got into the kind of trouble from which only a quick tongue or a quick feet gets you out alive. Alright, this gives me athletics, roguery, and extra point to endurance. Idiot, I swear to God. Yes, Shredder, I decided to start as a battalion. Because I heard that they had the best archers. You may have to go the first one so you can get one-handed. I'm fine. Unit, I'm fine. Make a Han Solo type of build? Oh, you could definitely make a Han Solo type of build. You treated people well. Oh, that's so sweet. Yours wasn't the kind of reputation that local legends are made of, but it was the kind that wins you respect among those around you. You were consistently fair and honest in your business dealings and helpful to those in trouble. In doing so, you got a sense of what made people tick. That's so wholeheartedly nice. That's wholesome, man. That's fucking wholesome. And it gives you steward and charm. That's so nice. Boy, you make me proud. Make me proud. I see you're planning on going all-out archer? No, Marcel, I'm not going on all-out archer. I'm going all-out smithy. So this is going to be the point I'm going to be going for. I'm going to be having 3 points into smithing, endurance 5, 1 point into two-handed, 1 point into bow, just to have some ranged options, some extra points into writing, some good athletic, well, 1 point into athletics and 1 point into trade, and 1 into medicine, plus intelligence is 3, endurance is 5, vigor is 3. So we're going to be a big boy. Battlesmith. I guess a battlesmith. I want to start as Sturgia, but finally I've decided to start as Battania because of the color green and archers. Yeah, true. I really enjoyed the color green. I also enjoyed the color blue, so it was good. Hello, Demonius. Yes. Stream. Rune Priest over here. We're taking so much time on my character, he died like in 2 hours. Oh, well, hopefully I'm not going to be suffering the same fate. Choose your story background. Okay, so it seems we have another choice to make. Like many families in Colradia, your life was upended by war. Your home was ravaged by the passage of army after army. Eventually, you sold your property and set off with your father, mother, brother, and your 2 younger siblings to a new town you'd heard was safer. Because God knows we're going to die a lot, and we need a lot of other siblings to keep on surviving. He will kill you all with my hammer, okay? A well build amount? We'll see. We'll see if it's a well build. Wait, is hardcore right from the beginning so can you lose your character? I think so. And yes, you can die permanently. If your family dies with no offsprings, it's game over, I would assume. Right, Marcel? Okay, so, alright. But you did not make it. Along the way, the inn at which you were staying was attacked by raiders. Your parents were slain and your 2 younger siblings seized. But you and your brother survived because... And then we have to decide, why did me and my brother survive? Let's see. Every time you get in prison, tons of time passes, like years. Oh shit, that's gonna be hardcore. It does make it spicy. So you should do that, raider. You were able to grab a knife in the confusion of the attack. You stab a motherfucker, blocking your way. This gives us 1 point into one-handed, 1 point into athletics. and 1 point into vigor. You drove them off with arrows. You grabbed the bow and sent a few arrows to the raiders' way. They took cover, giving you the opportunity to flee with your brother. This gives us plus 1 point into bow and tactics. You rode off on a fast horse. Jumping on the 2 remaining horses in the inn's burning stables, you and your brother broke out of the encircling raiders and rode off in the sunset. And this gives us riding and scouting. You know what? It might be a good idea to go for some extra scouting. Might be a good idea. Alright, Bannerlord Wife Simulator confirmed. We'll see. The game is pretty expensive for an early access game. It is low tech. We'll come back to the end. You tricked the raiders. In the confusion of the attack, you shouted that someone had found treasure in the back room. You then made your way out of the undefended entrance with your brother. So we practically bamboozled them. That gives us 1 point in roguery and tactics. I wonder if roguery also determines the amount of loot that you're getting. Might make sense. You organize the travelers to break out. You encouraged the few travelers in the inn to break out in a coordinated fashion. Raiders killed or captured most, but you and your brother were able to escape. And that gives us extra point in charm and leadership. Hey Sam, welcome. Hello Martin. Alright, let's decide what we're going to go for. I think, we'll go with you ride off on a fast horse. We're already... Yes, because I'm taking my time, Martin. I'm sorry, I'm taking my time. I like this. Because we're already good at horsing around, and some extra pathfinding might be important for the early game. So, hello, Crown of Burinzian. Welcome back to the end. Asher was like Crusader Kings 2, and you could take female lords as concubines. We'll see. Anyway, we're going to go with this. Riding into scouting. It makes sense. And we just found an opportunity to run off on a super fast horse. And it increases our endurance further. So that should be fine. The turtle's like 40 minutes long. Well, hopefully it's not going to be... hopefully I'm going to be fast through it. Riding's OP. We'll see, Terribly Dutch Guy. Welcome back to the inn. You're prepared to set off with your brother on a mission of vengeance and rescue. Here's your character. Click finish if you're ready to go, or back to make mother bucking changes. And our name's gonna be... You tell me. So, what do we got? Culture Botania. Force gives 10% less speed penalty. Family Smiths. So, practically it makes you a summary of all of the choices that you made. Horse archery part of the tutorial is like 10 minutes if you get it right the first time. Okay. Alright, what are we going to be naming our boy? The game started a lot for me and the sound was completely bugged. We'll see. Martin. Fiddlebottom. The legacy of Fiddlebottom begins with him. He will be... Butch Fiddlebottom. The return of the king. So, yeah, that's going to be the dude. I also need a clan name. Oh, so we're just going to call him Butch. Guess we're just going to call him Butch. Alright. Smithy McSmitherson? Oh, yes, he's not Butch. He's the father of Fiddlebottom. So he's going to be named, and I'm sure some of you will like this, Henry. He's going to be Henry Fiddlebottom. Because I really like the character from Kingdom Come Deliverance, okay? Really like the character. He will be named Henry. No, not Henny. Henry. This is my character. God bless you, Henry Fiddlebottom. Alright, so, friendly troop receives damage. We got realistic. We got reduced to 2.5, 3. And we got to very easy. So, literally the same settings from the original game. Where did Fiddlebottom come from? From Prophecy of Pendor. I think I'm going to be putting it on easy. Not realistic, not easy, and not very... not realistic, not very easy. Probably going to put it on easy. You can also wait at cities and not pay per night, but you can pay your party daily, okay? Federation Guardsman. I think that was the dude. Friendly parties receive like that. Player receives... Wait. Friendly troops receive, friendly parties receive. Let me just read these. Receive damage ratio to your troops. Receive damage ratio to your allies that are not under your command. Okay. I'll just put that on realistic. Player receive the damage. Receive damage ratio to your character. Let's go with reduced. We will enable death. Yes. Yes. Recruitment difficulty. Very easy. You'll need better relations with notable to access all of their troops. Realistic. You'll need better relations with notable troops. Okay. Let's go realistic with recruitment difficulty. Map movement speed. Very easy. Realistic. Easy. Yeah. Realistic. Enable death. Two of the heroes are able to die on the battlefield. Yep. Auto-allocate clan member perks. Fuck no. I have no idea what that is, but fuck no. Your clan can have more than one army? Okay. They have changed troop wages. It is now once a day instead of weekly, so watch out. Oh, that's going to be shitty. Hey, Max Trek. Welcome to the end. We like the idea of both Colradi and Pandora existing simultaneously. We'll see. Auto-leveling your companion problem? Probably. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. I'm not going to auto-allocate clan member perks. We're going to allocate those ourselves. Yeah, exactly. Like Marcel said. And since I suck PP, I am not going to be going with these on realistic. I'm just going to keep on a medium, okay? Let's go. I would not like to die in the first tutorial battle. Thank you very much. So let's go. Batania, Allah. Add Pandora map and Colradi map and let the game begin, baby. You know that the Colradi map would just get destroyed. Okay, so no voice acting. Brother, it's been 3 days now. We've been tracking those bastards. I think we're getting close. We need to think about what happens when we catch them. How are we gonna rescue Farak and Athin? Are we up for a fight? This looks like an old training field for the legions. Perhaps we can spare some time and brush off our skills. The practice could come up useful when we catch up with the raiders. Gonna run the course. I need to know I can fight if I have to. We have no time to lose. We can do more if we split up. So do you think we'll catch up with the raiders soon? How should we prepare for... Yeah, let's go with continue the training a bit. This game's a lot harder than Warband, by the way. That's why I want to keep it on medium for right now. Early on, it's probably better to do the perks yourself, but later on, when you have a lot more clan members, then maybe that's a better option. Maybe. Who knows? As long as you don't sleep with Revolt Lord's wife, they usually don't execute you. Well, that's fun. I need to move my cam. It just says click to continue under my face, but most likely I'll need to move my cam. Game's 10% harder due to no auto block. Okay. No unit, it's not on the chat. Oh, yes, actually it is on the options. It's in the options that I'm selecting. You're correct. I literally showed you my settings difficulty, Shredder. Play the combat tutorial. Alright, move the training, Schnitzel, Puffy Grounds. Where should I put my face, guys? Should be top right, bottom left. Let's go bottom left for right now, and then we'll see if it gets in the way. Okay? There, return to game. Move your characters forward. Oh my god, I got a motherfucking cape! That's it. That's pretty much it. I'm a superhero. Okay, we're gonna go with melee training first. Upper left or top right? Put the camera... Yes, I will put it in the middle. When will I upload this to YouTube? Oh, pretty quickly. Probably I'm gonna be editing the video tonight and I'm gonna be uploading, so by tomorrow morning it's gonna be in. Choose a weapon to begin. There you go. Sword and shield training or sword training. Give me a sword and shield training, bruh. Bruh. Alright. Super Leatherman, I have no idea what that is. Cape with physics, man. Cape with motherfucking physics. Hello, Trey. Oh, God. Calm it down, bruh. That was it? Choose another weapon or go through another training. Okay. Alright. Yes, it's a remix of early game. Ninja! Bam! You have accidentally killed the trainer. What graphic settings are you using? Max. Max, I've only deactivated the motion blur. Hello, Shark Nebula. You know how to play Mountain Blade? No. No, it was all luck. Okay, range training, advanced melee training. Where do I go for... Oh, over here. Most likely over here for advanced melee training. Give me that. Actually, wait. I'm better with a two-hander, so let's go with two-hander. Does it feel clunky as it looks? Let's figure it out in battle, and we'll see if it's clunky. Fight a Bannerlord, I will insult him. Your mother was a hamster and you smell of elderberries. Die in bed, you son of a horse. That's a combination of Monty Python and a courage insult. Runs properly for me? Yeah, looks good. I mean, there's not a lot of enemies yet, but we'll see. Oh boy, fight starts. Shit. Okay, well, I'm dead. Poopy. Beat the rookie. Oh, wait, okay, this guy's a rookie? He doesn't feel like a rookie. I wonder if I would feel more comfortable with keyboard blocking than mouse blocking. Shit. He's gonna kill me. Yep, dead. Ah, lame. Restart training. Okay. I hope I get my health back. Think you should try to hit from the left instead of the right because it's faster swinging. His shield is from your right. Yeah, I know, Shredder, but it's simply a thing that I was always accustomed to. I always was accustomed to attack from the right. I know that I can change it from the options. I just would love... Let's see. Let's see if that's going to help me out. Gameplay. By movement keys. Let's see if that works. Who knows, maybe I'm going to get better at it like this. Well, since your guy's name is Henry, be lucky that the game didn't give you a target lock. Right. Righto. Oh, was that a critical? Or just a normal attack? Yeah, it's much easier with keyboard. Much easier with keyboard. Oh god. Yep. Although I keep going with the mouse out of reflex. Oh, that was so easy. Holy shit. Okay, yeah, guys. Put yourself on keyboard. Put yourself on keyboard if you want to have an easier time. Is it the frame rate dipping or is it just your stream? I'm not so sure, Martin. Maybe there's a little bit of dipping, but I didn't notice. I was super focused. Gwildeer, thank you for subscribing, my man. Really appreciate it. Hey, Purple Brick, welcome back to the end. Now fight the Noldor trainer, this guy. Oh yeah, he's gonna be fun. Fight will start in 2. You're gonna eat what? Mate! Mate! What ya doing? Okay. Kicking slight ass. Nah, son. Nah. Nah, you don't do that shit with me. Hey, dude, training. Okay. Ah, fuck, I gotta do it with the sword as well. Not exactly sure if this tutorial is obligatory. Guess I could exit whenever I want. Shit. Oh, damn. Ah, damn. Come on, you bastard. Ah. And down I go. Can't you switch to two-handed mode or something? That is two-handed mode. So I can't skip it. Okay. I need to... Oh, really? So it wasn't a two-handed mode. That's crouching. So is this now two-handed mode? And this is... Ah, I see. Thank you. Yes, you switch it by pressing X. Thank you. You are correct. I was wrong. Maybe now it's gonna be... Maybe now it's gonna be cooler. Not very good at the stabby bits. Ah, damn you. Really? Really? Come on. No! Can I kick you? Does it work? Okay. Hello, Enema. Two-handed on the sword is two-handed mode. I really didn't notice that the two-handed weapon had different modes. Okay. The shields are OP? It seems so. I'm gonna give it another shot. Because I want to give this a try. Also, there's a weird... Oh no, he actually swings the... spins the sword. Never liked the directional blocking thing. I hope they add an option to block normally. As in automatically, that would be nice, yes. I don't like it either. Damn you. Just gotta be careful on this guy. How he moves. Damn. Come on. Man, he still is not dead? Oh, wait, I beat him. I beat him. Okay, 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 I did it. I did it. Try to watch where his arm is to block instead of the sword. I kind of did. Shields are not as easy as in Warband. You still need to block directionally with a smaller shield. You still do, yes, but they're all the bigger shields that just cover your entire body. And the shield didn't break. Okay, now this guy's turn. Got him. Yeah, the dudes without the shield are much easier to beat. Okay, spear and shield time. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be shitty. Especially against the shield dude. Alright, rookie. Let's do this. Just gotta keep him at bay. What the fuck? I beat him? The hell, that was easier with the spear! I went all Leonidas on his ass. Holy shit, that was easy. Spear shield is easy, you only have 2 buttons to press. Yes! But I didn't know that was that effective. Alright, big boy. Let us dance. Oh shit. Okay. Whoa! Let me... Yeah, I gotta go for counterattacks with this. Got him. Alright, so spear and shield felt pretty good, felt pretty viable. I didn't really read the damage that I've done with it, but it felt good. I dare say it felt better than the two-hander. Okay. Alright, so we finished the melee training. Let's go for ranged training. Next. Chamber locking is actually worth it, by the way. I never knew how to chamber lock, or chamber in general. So, sadly, no. I'm gonna let mounted training at the end. Choose... I hate throwing weapons, so I'm just gonna go with throwing weapon first. Okay, seems easy enough. Okay, too low. Seems easy enough. Oh, shit. A little bit higher. There. There. And there. Okay. Was that enough? That seems to be enough. How do you actually chamber in this? I tried it the regular way and it didn't work. Attack the same direction, he attacks at a perfect time, right? Yeah, that would be chambering. You have to do all the weapon tutorial stuff if you don't want to. I kind of want to do them, just to get a feel of how the weapons work aspect. For example, from the melee training, we just figured out that sword and shield is viable. It's viable to test out, right? Yes, I do have a brother. Oh, whoa, okay. That's a higher shot than I thought. It doesn't drop down as fast. Hi. Heyo. What's up?
I made something cute.
You made something cute?
Yes, it's cute.
That is quite cute. Can I show you?
Sure.
My wife drew some rocks with smiley faces.
They're the rock family. They rock.
They rock? Yeah, it's the rock family. They rock away. Okay. You should aim like a first-person shooter. It seems so, this area, yeah. Did you do Neretez quest? I haven't done any quests yet, Sebi. They're all going pretty straightforward like an FPS? Okay. The bow in this feels so weak. I don't know why. I just feel so light compared to the ones in Warband. Same with crossbows. We'll see, Martin. Let's give it a shot. They did look stoned, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Very stoned. Oh my god, yeah, that's a direct shot. Well, this is gonna be easy in sieges. Igneous, sedimentary, or metamorphic? I think they're simply sedimentary, my man. Okay. And the last one, bow training. To be honest, throwing weapons felt pretty good. They felt pretty good. Oh, I love how the way you look. Okay, so you gotta shoot fast. Aha! So it doesn't matter how hard I pull on it. It makes the same distance? It makes the same distance, what the fuck? There's no drop rate on this. It's literally like an FPS. Jesus, that was fast. A pretty close range? Yeah. And yes, the sound does sound pretty awesome. Is one of them named Dwayne? I think so. The smaller brother's Johnson. Because he's a dick. Okay, mounted training. Mounted training with spear, sword, and ranged training. Oh, that's going to be fun. Let's see. Crossbows needed a buff anyway? Really? Get what would you say by feeling light and weak? The crossbow didn't really feel light and weak, but both of them felt very low impact. The throwing weapon felt low impact as well. I don't know, it just didn't feel like it just jammed into that guy, realistically speaking. Alright, let's go with sword and board for right now. Is the game running smooth? Yeah, it feels smooth. Looks good. Hey, hello music. Welcome back to the dude. What's up? Okay, I suck. Good. I think I missed one. Oh my god, how many of them are there? 23? Oh, this is gonna hurt my soul, doesn't it? Or at least they're putting them all over the place so I can train on hitting infantry as well. Nice. Ah, missed that one. What you gonna do? Can I jump? Yes, I can. Good. I'll read in the chat in a sec, guys. One moment, and we'll talk. Alright, lance control feels good. I think I'm running at... probably not at solid 60, but I'm running fine. I swear, this training ground feels like a... Okay, we've destroyed... Oh, that was fine. It seems it's green. Is your F while looking at the horse? Okay, F. Let's see what you guys are saying. Let's see, you're playing. What specs do you have? 3 is okay for me, but it stutters a lot. It sounds bugged, and I can't get the graphics to look right. I have everything on max except I deactivated motion blur. That's all. Normally when you hit an enemy, there'll be a sound indicating hit. There's no sound for hitting those things. I see. Think you can do this better in first person? Also, there's a FOV slider now for the first person. I much more prefer third person, to be honest, but I think I did pretty well in third person as well. I don't know, it felt good. Oh shit. I guess I'm gonna need to be pretty close to do this, huh? What's motion blur? Is when your character makes leaves a blur behind him, and all objects in the world leave a blur behind them. It's an option in your videos. Some people like it, so I personally don't. It causes me, I don't know, it gives me headaches. Keep going, keep going. Okay, so the target is not churning towards you. Hey, some people like it. Ah, crap. Some people don't. As I said. Some people feel like, oh my god, it's making it look awesome. Ah, can't shoot in that direction. Alright, so 16 out of 18. Ah, it seems that's fine. It considers it a win. Mounted sword training. Oh, right. I didn't notice this, the last rack. Maybe you guys buy the new 3616 RAM dual something blah blah blah. Yeah, I don't. I just have the specs down there. As far as I can tell yet, polearms are super good. By the feel, yes, polearms are pretty cool. Very mild motion blur can work with more cinematic games, but an FPS game like this, I just feel like it's distracting. I agree. Let's go. Oh, crap. I didn't notice it. So it's practically the same position as like the ones from the Lance. Oh crap, missed that one. No, missed that one too. Probably gonna suck at this. Right. Let's keep moving. Lower target. Good. Upper. Medium. Right. Target. Son of a bitch. Okay. Archery is also very good again. Alright. I'll keep it in mind. Ah, crap. That went through. That went through too. Okay, that did it. I don't think it's going to take it as a win this time around. But we'll try. 18 out of 23. Oh, yeah. Okay. Successfully finished the track. Receive minus 5-second penalty for 5 missed targets. Oh, okay, that's cool. Can't open something? Alright, sure. There you go. I have fulfilled my duties as a husband. I have finished now. Okay. So that is gonna be it for the training ground. Get out of my way, horsey. Thank you. Yes, this was literally the tutorial. If you complete all tutorials, you'll always come back to improve my scores. I'm fine. I'm fine with those scores. Right, Nyasen, let's do this. Are you ready to leave? Fuck yeah. Can I press 1? Or 2? No, I can't press. I gotta select. And the game locked. Locked. What difficulty I'm playing on? Almost max difficulty. Those points in Vigor paid off. I don't really have a lot of points in Vigor. I have more points in 2 Endurance. Collect every weapon you find and break it down in the forge in every town. It's so nice. We'll see.
Wanna try my gin raspberry lemonade?
Gin raspberry lemonade. Okay.
There's not much gin in it because it's finished.
It's pretty tasty.
I know.
Yeah, it's pretty tasty. Sorfane, thank you for becoming a follower, my man. Welcome to Hitpoint Inn. You're at a training field. You can learn the basics of combat here. We don't want to go back to training. We want to leave. Brother says, before we do anything else, we're low on food. There's a village north of here where we can buy provisions and find some help. You're a better rider than I am, so I'll let you lead the way. Okay. Have you done the investigate Neretzi's folly? Okay. Did you went damage taken easy and your troops too, or went all normal? I didn't go all normal. I've went with, actually, yeah, easy, right? But it's not half, it's 2/3 or something like that. I was going to restart the game to see if it's fixed the sound, but join the stream instead. Okay, that's cool. Navigating Calradia. Welcome to Calradia. You can explore the world map by pressing the... by moving camera with WASD, panning your view by right-clicking, dragging your blah-blahs, and holy crap, it's so big! Yes, thank you. Damage to me and my troops, but all normal in the rest. Is archery still OP, and crossbows are shit like in Warband? Crossbows are not shit in Warband, Bakrin, like Shadow said. I agree with him. But that is huge. So, what do you got for me? Let's set off to TV. Yeah, I'll go into TV in a second. Give me 1 minute. I'd like to check what's going on over here. And yes, I did enable death. So, we got... I think it's Empire. Empire. Okay, Vlandia. Sturgia. Oh, these are battalions. Okay, so these would be the battalions. Got it. And then these are the 3 Empire squads. Right? Who's that? Wait, Wait, where are the Kurgits? Which ones are the Kurgits? Maybe these are the Kurgits. Yeah, these are the Kurgits. Yeah. The green guys are Kuzite. Battanians are green. Wait, but... Oh, these are Battanians? Why the fuck am I so far away from my homeland? Jesus. All three in the middle are Empire. Okay, so... Empire, Air, Empire... Kurgits. I'm just going to call them Kurgits until I learn them. Kurgits, Sturgians, Battanians, Vlandians, and Aserai. Right? Yeah, Battanians. Right here. It doesn't matter your choice. You always start in the Empire. That's bullshit. Well, whatever they want. Whatever they want. Yes, I am an Empire now. Moving your party is done by clicking on the map. This will leave a mark on your target location unless you have clicked on the inaccessible blah blah. So we got Tivia. We have refugees with unknown behavior. Can I... Oh, I can. Good. So I can switch how I look at things. I'd like to keep it to the north, though. So, exactly like it was. I don't have a compass. It kind of bothers me that I don't have a compass. Do you smell butter? I don't think so. Maybe they haven't invented butter yet. Harlaus came later on in the days, and he brought himself a good treat to the people. It was called butter. So, training field. Let's check the buttons. Let's check the interface a little bit. I know that it's telling me to go to Tivia, which is a village, most likely. Primary production, sheep, bound settlement to Poros. And Poros is to the south, okay. Hello, too lazy to breathe. Welcome back to the Ended. Let's see. First of all, escape menu. Oh my god, there's an escape? Hold down the Alt key to show markers on enemies and ally formations. That's cool. I'll keep that in mind. Character screen. So this is the character screen. And my face is... Wait. It's calculating? What's calculating? The fuck? This is at least almost harvesting season? Let's see. No. Oh no, that's the consumable items. Does it show me the time of day? Oh, over here. It's summer 1, 1084. So it's summer. And I think harvesting season is in autumn, right? Harlaus is an asshole. Every time the marshal starts campaign, Harlaus starts a feast. Fuck yeah, he does. He knows his priorities. Anyway, so character screen. Oh shit! Each one of these has perks that you can specialize in. Oh damn, that is so cool! So dope. So dope. Check the perks. There are some perks on smithing and writing. It seems so that we will most likely need to add. Let me just move my face from over here in the bottom right corner to the top left. I don't know what calculating is, but I guess we're gonna find out one day. I know that I can activate them right now. Give me a sec. Let me just move my face. Sometimes I just gotta move my face, bruh. Don't rush me like that. Don't rush me like that. I'm fragile. There we go. Now you guys can see stuff. So, I'm just going to take them one step at a time. One-handed... How to learn. Fight with a one-handed short weapon. Okay. So there is a leveling system. Total skill points. Next level at 5. Gain a total of 5 skill points to level up this character. Okay, so depending on how and what I do, I will level up. Got it. Maybe each level gives me a skill point. We'll see. Endurance is the ability to perform taxing. Increased endurance makes it easier to learn bound skills and also raises the learning limit. Okay, learning limit for these, I would assume. That how to learn gets harder? Oh, I see. Okay, got it. I'll keep that in mind. What do we got over here? Two-handed mastery fight with a two-handed short... Wait, a short weapon? Two-handed short weapon, okay. So you have to go for some certain things. Fight with spear or similar polearm, either one-handed or two-handed. Okay. Extra HP, standard bearer, horse killer, footwork, lancer. The UI looks good. It does. I really like how it looks. It feels informative. It feels fresh. And I like the... I'm gonna say this. They took inspiration maybe from Elder Scrolls Oblivion. These give me an Oblivion vibe by how they look and how they're drawn. Of course, might be wrong, and most likely is a medieval influence or something like that, but I don't know. Yes, I did really focus on smithing because I would like to see what smithing has to offer. Alright, bow. Accuracy with bow increased by 10%, required skill level 25. Whoa there, skill level. Oh, I see. So skill level is practically the proficiency. Okay. Hey, Big Stan. Welcome back. Looks amazing. Hope the waiting has been worth it. Pity I have no money right now. We'll see if it's worth it. You want to play Oblivion right now, but I got Bannerlord and you're addicted? Damn, we can't have them all. Learning limit. Archery renown required skill level 75. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's a proficiency. That is proficiency right there. It seems writing has proficiency now as well. Not exactly sure how that works. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so bow, crossbow. I'd like to go through all of these perks. Would you guys mind if I go through the perks? Because I'm interested in this stuff. How are things going on in Romania? Are you and your family okay? Yeah, me and my family are okay. Everybody's on lockdown, living the time of our life, and that's pretty much it. We don't really have that lot of cases, 1,000 or something. But yeah, I'd like to go and check out all of the skills. So, for one-handed, by the look of this, most likely you can choose only one, either the top or the bottom. So I'm just going to expect that. One-handed, let's see. So, edge placement 1. Edge placement 1. One sec. Is there edge placement 2? Or these can be further upgraded? Can I just take this and make it edge placement 2? Interesting. One-handed damage increased by 4%. Extra HP. Hit points increased by 3%. Wish I was on lockdown so I could play this, but I'm an essential worker, so I'm back to work till Friday evening. I'm an essential worker as well. I worked today. And I'm going to be working tomorrow morning, and so on and so forth. What you going to do? Let's see what we got. Edge placement, extra HP, Radar 1. 4% increased weapon speed bonus whenever the player has a one-handed weapon wielded. Okay. So that's simply an increase to one-handed weapon speed. I don't understand. Okay, sure, I'll just go with it. You work from home, so it makes literally no difference to you. I work from home as well, but still I gotta work. Shield Bash. Shield Bash causes 50% damage. Or more damage. Yeah, plus 50% damage. Bruiser. 10% more damage of one-handed mace-type weapon is equipped. Okay, so you can specialize. Long Strides. Halves the weight effect of shields on movement speed in combat. So practically you're a better foot soldier with that. The price of bows. They're very expensive. Haven't checked yet. Bulwark. Also, what's with that sectioning? I'll have to find out. Minus 24% damage to receive to the shields. Swordmaster. 8% damage of a one-handed sword type weapon is equipped. So most likely you wouldn't take Bruiser and Swordmaster together. You would just take one of them. You saw one for 32k? And was it sexy as fuck? Was it the type of sword that you're like, oh, I'd shoot that. Even cheaper ones in the starting area are around 8k. Woo! Ooh, that's spicy, brother. It's quite spice. Arrow Catcher. Larger shield protection area against ranged weapons on shields. Oh, I need that. I'm a magnet for shields, for arrows. Edge placement. Oh, okay, so edge placement 2, so they're further up in the tier. I wonder if I can... No, maybe I can't take edge placement 2 if I didn't take it in the first place. Maybe I literally need edge placement 1 to be able to take 2. That's something to test out. Bulwark 2. Bury the Hatchet. 10% damage of one-handed axe type weapon is equipped. Okay, so we got Sword, Axe, and Blunt. Sword Mastery 2. Shield Bash. Raider 2. I really like Raider. So I might be choosing Raider just for that extra attack speed. Attack speed is much better than Shield Bash. I don't really have good experience with Shield Bash. I always hated it, and most likely I'm going to be hating it here, but we will test it out, I promise. Duelist. Wait, wasn't there a Duelist before? No, that was Bruiser. 10% more damage while wielding a one-handed weapon without a shield. And Basher. Shield Bash now deals 20% more damage and stuns your enemy for longer. Okay. Steel Core Shields. Your shields take 50% less damage. Secondary Expert. It increases your damage with axes and maces by 10%. Now, why is it called Secondary Expert? And why does it mention axes and maces? Would I just... Oh, maybe because there's Swordmaster 2? And there's... Oh, shit. That's why. Was there a Bruiser 2? Let's see. Shield Bash... Steel Core Secondary Expert, Shield Bearer. Shield now doesn't affect your character's combat weight. You're doing for your first siege right now. You're hyped as fuck. Building a siege camp. Go for it, Dutch guy. Go for it. Swords are considered a primary, it seems. Yeah, seems so. Swords are considered a primary. Axes and blunt weapons or maces are considered a secondary. And they only go up to Bruiser 1 and Bury the Hatchet. And then, if you want to specialize further into them, you would get Secondary Expert. Okay, but you would have to give up Steel Core Shields. So you could go super tanky. Can I go super speed? So practically Raider with Raider. I feel like the Raider thing is a must. Just extra bonus attack speed, just so you're faster on the attack than your enemy. That sounds amazing. So yeah, out of what I've seen here... if I were to specialize in long swords, I would most likely take the Swordmaster skills. Let's see. Probably I'll take Edge Placement. I would go Raider. I'm probably gonna... If I specialize in swords, I'm gonna go Long Strides. Swordmaster, clearly. If I don't specialize in swords... Again, it depends. If I just want to go full tanks, ball to the wall, shield master, I would go Long Strides. Again, I would take Bulwark instead of Sword Mastery. Now, this is interesting. It depends how accurate the arrows are. I would go Arrow Catcher if I see that I'm having problems blocking them because I suck. But if I see that I can handle it without Arrow Catcher, I would just go Edge Placement. If you want to specialize into axes, go Bury the Hatchet. If not, Bulwark, clearly. Grab Swordmaster 2, clearly a must. Raider. Again, this is if you prefer without shield, then go Duelist. With shield, go Basher, clearly. And then over here, again, if you specialize in swords, go for Steel Core Shields. And then into Shield Bearer. Pretty much. Hello, HD0. We were just looking for the one-handed skills. That's only for one-handed weapons, not all swords. Yeah, it's just for one-handed swords. That's all. You can choose at every step between skills. You're not limited to one line as far as I saw. Oh, really? You're not limited to just take Bulwark and not Swordmaster? I see. Yes, I did complete the tutorial. We're on the world map right now, and I'm looking at the character screen. Oh, shit, I can see Nielsen's screen as well. And he's a big boy. He's a big motherfucker. Jesus. You choose from both up and down perk columns, okay? Did you find the band leader yet? No, I literally did not do nothing. I just arranged my map and then went into the character screen. Okay, for two-handed, fight with a two-handed short sword. Extra HP, extra damage. 1.5 extra two-handed damage. Okay. Garrison capacity. The fuck? Governor. Garrison max size plus 10. Reduced wages. Garrison wages reduced by 5%. So apparently there's a upper garrison limit to castles now. Yes, Nissan is my brother, and also he's a great car. Hello, Parsa. Welcome to the inn. Yeah, I'm literally looking at skills and if they're any good. I don't know. Why? Because sometimes a giant sword would decree respect. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know why that's in this location. Power Basher. Two-handed weapons with less than 85 speed get 2% higher speed and 5% higher damage. Okay, so practically a boost to slower weapons. Speed Basher. Two-handed weapons with more than 100 speed get 1% higher speed and 2% higher damage. Okay, so practically the opposite of the one above. I'm just reading through, my man. Probably my character is gonna die, but it's a good idea to read through the character sheets because all the characters will have the same sheet. Get my drift, or the same shit, whichever you prefer to use. Alright, what do we got? Notorious. Party member. Party renown gain after battle 10%. Quick plunder. Raiding speed increased by 5%. Just because I have a two-hander, okay. Multi-hit. 40% increased hit damage for secondary successful hit. Oh, so you do have AoE with two-handed weapons. That's cool. Edge placement. Cut damage increased by 3%. Shield breaker. 10% more damage against shields. Eviscerator. Two-handed weapons cost 30% more morale loss. Mounted two-handed. Lower attack penalty while mounted. Alright. Berserker. Speed bonus modifier increased while the player is on foot. So practically, you either choose mounted or berserker. Practically. Maybe. Maybe that's how I'm going to go, HD0. And I'm going to go proudly if that happens. Legendary two-handed. Enemy begins with -1 morale. Do I like what I see so far? Yes. Yes, I like what I see so far. It feels good. Feels nice. I don't think Bannerlord has a free trial. I don't know if it does. Don't quote me. Inspiring leader. Up to 5 troops in 10-meter radius get 40% experience whenever you take down an enemy. The fuck? Okay. Hello, Makram. Combat system's broken. Why? Could you please explain? Shadow, please. Don't promote piracy here. It's kind of annoying that there are non-combat perks locked behind weapons. I'm fine with it. It doesn't really bother me that much. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool that, to be honest, if I'm gonna see a dude in war, a big dude with a giant fucking sword, and he's courageous enough to not have a shield, I'd be like, yeah, I guess he's intimidating and he kind of inspires respect. Don't jest, Shadow. You don't jest with that shit. The bottom and top swings are super slow. Yeah, that's why I always prefer the right to the left or the left swing. What else do we got? Horse Slaughter. Damage to horses increased by 20%. Vandal. Damage to objects increased by 40%. I'm not exactly sure when that's going to come in handy. Dominator. All two-handed weapons are 10% more likely to crush through. Knockdown. Increases the chance to knock down an opponent with a successful skill. That's very good. Two-handed mastery. Every skill point after 200 grants you 0.2 speed increase and 0.2 damage increase. Shit. That sounds good. And the other one, deflect. What? You have a chance to block arrows with a two-handed weapon. Boy, you can Jedi Knight the fuck out of the enemy. Now that is some badass stuff. True, imagine two naked dick flopping with a huge sword yelling at you, die dogs. Yes, Shadow, exactly that. Yes, The Swordmaster of Hoeth. Anime Jedi deflect arrows skill. Hell yeah, become a Witcher. Bruh. Polearm. There are not that many in the polearm section. Mastery of Spear, Lance, Staff, and other polearms, both one-handed and two-handed. Deflect arrows with my dick. Mailman. Hey, no man, I left. Welcome back to the end, dude. So, let's see. Polearm, extra HP. Standard Bearer. 50% morale to troops in formation at the start of the battle. That's cool. Horse Killer. 70% more damage to horses. So literally become an anti-cav unit. Footwork. 22% combat movement speed while wielding a polearm. Nice. Lancer. Couch lance damage increased by 30%. I don't think that's going to be necessary. At least from Warband, the damage on on lances was off the chain. Really like the new skill system. I like it too. You literally haven't slept. You bought the game 3 seconds after it came out and played from 6 to 1. It's amazing. Okay? Just be objective on the goodness of the game. Just so you know, I can't reduce the quality of your stream, and my internet being trash can't enjoy your quality content. I'm so sorry, Eisen. So sorry. Yeah, there's a problem with people not being able to modify my stream for some odd reason. I have no idea why. But I should come online tomorrow. And plus, I'm going to be putting this stream on YouTube. Horse Killers for salty players that have a hate boner for Kuzite? Yes. Fuck yeah, it's balanced, Shadow. Fuck yeah. Enemy blocks attacks against your polearm thrust with a shield. He will be pushed back. I like that. Oh yes. That is essential. Holy shit, that's essential. That's going to be very useful if you have polearm and shield. Because the main problem is keeping the enemy further away from you so you can thrust successfully. So that's a must. I'm sorry, Eisen. Powerful thrust, 2%, plus 2 thrust damage with polearms. Howling swing, plus 2 swing damage with polearms. Expert infantry, plus 2 damage with polearms while on foot. Expert cavalry, plus 2 with on... Yeah, okay. Rapid lancer, less couch lance cooldown. Kept at bay, push opponents with a successful attack. Slaughter, faster swing with polearms and tight grip. Couch lance damage increased by another 30%. Horsemen, if you have a spear and a shield, you are dead, period. Exactly. Exactly like Shadow said. And now you can finally... It was finally viable. I've defeated the enemy incredibly easy in the training session with sword and shield. With sword and spear. Says you will play this Monday to Friday, so no poll this week. No poll this week, HD0. It's going to be a full Bannerlord week. TT4571, thank you for becoming a follower, my man. Welcome to Hitpoint In. Alright, so let's go with bows. Shoot enemies with a bow and arrow. So you literally have to throw the bow and the arrow in the enemy. Both need to hit or you will not receive a point. Perform difficult shots from a long distance. Okay. I'm of course joking. You gotta hit them with the arrow. Marksman. Accuracy with bows increased by 10%. Strong pull. Hold aim for 15% longer. Faster aim. Increasing readiness speed by 10%. So, sniper, where you can place your shots, or machine gun, where just pew pew. When you use your bow as a throwing weapon, sometimes you just gotta, man, you just gotta. Imagine me being a kid loving Spartans and playing Warband. I only played spear and shield. Why did I put myself in? I'm sorry, dude. Imagine a sword bow. What is this, Final Fantasy? Gunblade. Sword bow. Viking Conquest fighting in your shield wall, at least? Oh, no, yeah. Enema Bandito is correct. That was viable in Viking Conquest. Thank you, TT4571. Hope you enjoy. Marsh Hunter, plus 0.5 food in marshes. Forest Hunter, plus 0.5 food in forests. Mounted Archer can use any bow on horseback. Even the longbows? Okay. Large Quiver, plus 3 extra arrows per quiver. You can also state that your quiver is larger than yours. Okay. Intimidate archers. Enemy archers start with -2 morale. What? Intimidate infantry. Enemy infantry starts with -2 morale. I just grab both of those? The fuck? They put troop trees into the game? I'll have to check that out. Merry Men. Ah, Robin Hood reference. +3 to party size. It's party. It's party time. They feel worthless in comparison? Maybe. Instructor. So practically just grab those two. I think these would be useful for any build, to be honest. Instructor. An archer in your party with a lower bow skill gets bow XP while waiting. The fuck? Well, Shadow, we don't know how important morale is during a battle. Hello, the Dark Rage. Please keep it in English. Welcome to the inn. And as I understand, you can choose both. All the troop trees are the info thing, so training basically. Okay, cool. I don't think longbows or on horseback would be very accurate, powerful, but inaccurate. I think so, but it seems you can use them if you take the mounted archer thingamajig. There's no automatic block direction and it makes you insane. Yeah, it makes combat getting pretty difficult for people who played on automatic block, like me. Yeah, it's all good, my man. Yes, hello. You're from Romania. I'm from Romania, but I'd much more rather prefer to keep it in English. That's all. All right, instructor, good. Also, that seems to be OP, especially if you want to focus on a ranged army. But you would have to be better than your archers. Hey, all's good, man. All's good. I understood what you said. Instinctive shot. Bow aiming accuracy increases to maximum 10% faster. That's cool. So practically faster shooting rate. Battle equipped. +6 extra arrows per quiver. Howling bolt. Arrow flight speed +30% and damage +7%. And pick targets. Nearby troops get 10% accuracy. Whoa, that is so OP. Screw this. I'm not going to that stuff. I'm just going to be making myself an archer. Imagine Botania, who's specialized in archery, and you just go full archer, balls to the wall. Nearby troops get 10% accuracy? You just stand in your archer line and you just murder everyone. That's awesome. Morale's really useful. I routed several looter parties. After that, they became easy to kill them all. Okay. Hey, no problem, Dark Ranger. You can talk. You can talk. You're just fine. All's good, man. You don't need to apologize. That's what you did with your character? Dude, it sounds OP. Ranger. The player is better at firing arrows while moving. Okay. Archery Renown. Ranged units are 30% cheaper to recruit. Jesus. Sturgia has good archers because it's a mix between Vaesirs and Nords. What about Botania? Shadow. Which one do you think have better archers? Actually, we're going to check the stats on all troops. Okay, crossbows. This is pretty straightforward. I don't think they had a lot of ideas with the crossbow skills. It was made for me? HD0, you don't know. Morale works both ways. Your army can be broken real quick as well. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Why can't you find the Botanian archers in this troop trees? Oh, don't scare me like that, Aspect. Don't scare me like that. No, this is not the guide, no mana left. I'm just taking my time and checking out Bannerlord. I am being very thorough, I'm exploring my options, I'm trying to familiarize myself, and I'm a slow son of a bitch. Because I just like to be thorough and take my time. So, fast reload, faster reload, good. Hasty reload, reload crossbows 15% faster. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but sure. Crossbow cavalry can reload any crossbow on horseback. Not bad. Plain hunter plus 0.5 food in grasslands. Improved aim, accuracy increased to max 10% faster. Maintenance, crossbow does 7% more damage. Recruiter, governor ability. Crossbow troops are 20% cheaper to recruit, so practically the thingamajig from the bow section, only the thingamajig from the bow section was at the max. And this is a 20% instead of a 30%. Renowned marksman. Ranged troops gain 5% more experience after a battle. Volley Commander. Ranged troops reload speed. Oh, that's some heavy breathing. Ranged troop reload speed increased by 10%. So everybody in your army. Son of a... the bow's broken late game if you upgrade that. I'm sure it is, man. I'm sure it is. Throw-in City wins the race? I guess so, Eisen. I guess so. Without honor. Increase damage by 20% when hitting enemies in the back. Fuck yeah. Right up the arse. Bone bolts. Every time an enemy is killed by one of your bolts, reduce the enemy's morale by 1. Oh, but that's personal. That's just my tree. Okay, no, that's just yours. So only if you kill an enemy with a bolt, it reduces the enemy morale. Not to everyone. It would be too OP. It was affecting everybody. Okay, so this. Holy shit. Very good. Very worth it until up to here to Volley Commander. Without honor and bone bolt is kind of meh. Other skills had like -2 morale max, and this one is per kill. Yeah, but you have to take into consideration the reload time for the weapon crown. It's my first time catching you live. I usually watch you on YouTube. Love your guides. Thank you, Dark Rage. Thank you, and thanks for dropping by, man. If that was for every tube, then I would see the enemy chain route during every battle. Pretty much, yeah, this would be super broken if it would affect all soldiers. I'm glad it's not affecting all soldiers. Imagine in a siege you kill guys on the wall, and every time you kill a dude, the enemy morale is getting fucked. Yes, that's why I think Crossbow would be very, very useful in siege scenarios. Love perks that have heavy impact like this? Yeah, I like them too. How much longer will I be streaming? At least for another hour. And then I'll start negotiations. Okay, throwing. We're just going to go quickly through this. Steady hands, 15% increased accuracy with throwing weapons. Skull Crusher. How do I find the game so far? It looks incredibly good and promising. I love the character creation screen. I love the character chart and stats. I love how they made the stats. I'm curious to see how it progresses. So we'll see. Do I work tomorrow? Yes. Yes, Shadow. I work for the entirety of the week. So tomorrow at 7:30, I'm going to be streaming again. This is my Christmas now. Please do a guide when you're available. I will, Captain Mark. I will do a guide for it. Negotiations. You'll stream until you conquer all of the world. Nah, no, I think that's not how it works. So 20% increased damage on headshots delivered using throwing weapons. Okay, so real quick. If I do a headshot with a throwing weapon, he's already fucking dead. I don't think this is really worth it. Guys, don't talk about it. You're jinxing it. Fully armed, 1 extra throwing weapon per pack. Okay, that's cool. Skirmishers, +5 to party size. Alright. Will you still play the modded warband while waiting for Bannerlord mods to come out? We'll see how much of a time Bannerlord's going to occupy for me. Hello, Velcommit. Welcome to the inn. Might not be with heavy armor. Fair enough. Yes, if he has a super heavy, badass armor of the gods with 3 layers, then yeah, most likely Skull Crusher is going to be more useful in that scenario. We'll see, HG0. Don't get my hopes up, man. Don't get my hopes up. Learning limit. Oh, wait, no. Concealed carry. Use any thrown weapon while entering settlements as a civilian. Okay, so practically like a sneaky rogue with throwing knives. Ha 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 ha. Imagine throwing an axe in a dude's face. Isn't he supposed to be dead? It's realistic. Shadow. I think he was talking about if he has a very, very thick helmet. Hey, Mata Boy. Happy release day to you, too. Apparently that's a celebration now. 2 extra throwing weapons per pack. Master Thrower. Weapon flight speed 10% and damage 20%. Perfect accuracy. Increases weapon accuracy. Okay, that's not perfect if it just increases it. Well prepared. Your troops have +1 throwing weapon ammunition. That's good. And those are locked for some odd reason. Why is there a padlock on them? Mounted Thrower reduces horseback penalty, and Running Throw, no penalty to throwing while moving. Okay. 1 more stone for the stone peasant god. Everything sounds like NSFW for you, Unreal. I guess, indeed, but I don't think it's worth specking. Well, okay, maybe if you're with the Nordic culture, specking into throwing is worth it. You hope that I finish the Pendor campaign? I will not be finishing the Pendor campaign because my save got blown up with the new patch. I'm going with a smithing build. Full smithing, writing, and I'm going to try to get some medicine going. So we'll see how that's going to go with KFC. But I'd like to explore the new system of the game, which is smithing. So that's what we're going to go for. Maintenance and construction of weapons and armor. Sunrail. Okay, that's it for throwing. Really not that impressed. There's no strength, agility, intelligence, charisma in Bannerlord? No, there is vigor, control, endurance. What was this? Cunning, social, and intelligence. These are your new attributes. And there's no Iron Flesh. Iron Flesh has been implemented in the specialization of weaponry. For example, extra HP on the different types of weapons. So Iron Flesh is now implemented in the skills. Yes, you can make and customize weapons, Sunrail. So, writing time. Ride on the map with as much speed as possible. Fight on horseback, gaining speed bonus. Okay, can you hire farmers of all cultures or only yours? I don't know yet, Varel. We'll get to it when we get to it. What do you think I should play? The Clash of Kings 8 or World of Ice and Fire? Because I can't play Bannerlord. A World of Ice and Fire. And TT4571. It's sadly better than a Clash of Kings. Make a dick-shaped weapon and house in the mud. Hell yeah, Shadow, that is the idea. Okay, so 35. So I guess I could learn up to here with the current points implemented. I'm not exactly sure what this means. Learning limit, endurance 50, skill focus 90, total 140. So we can go up to 140 proficiency. So even if I have points into this, most likely there's a proficiency limit that I can't go above. Or, sorry, over. Hello, Neil. Welcome back to the Dude. Haven't seen you in a long time. And yes, so World of Ice and Fire is super grindy, but it's still better than a Clash of Kings. But hey, each with their own. Smithing seems to be a late game feature. We'll see. Dark Rage, we'll see. You can go up to the green. Yeah, that's what I thought. I've literally read go up to the green, which is 140. Most likely this is 100, 200, 300. Most likely 300 is the maximum amount of proficiency that you can go up to by the looks of it. And yeah, the last one unlocks at 275. Makes sense. The cap is decided by the attribute bound to that skill tree. The cap is a combination between endurance and the skill focus. So we have 3 points in the skill focus, which gives us plus 90. So if we have 5 points, it will most likely be 150. After that, we need extra endurance, which I think it goes up to 10 to receive, or maybe more. We'll see. To receive the extra 150 to reach 300. I think that's how it works. Yeah, skill focus are these bars over here. This is the current proficiency that I have in that skill. And this is the higher attribute, the endurance attribute. And that's how it works. I know, Neil. I know. My love for you knows no bound. What you gonna do, man? What you gonna do? 30 per focus points. Yeah, so you could practically get 150 from it. Just to verify, let's see. Yeah, 1 point in skill focus gives you 30. That's pretty much it. So even if you start off with 5 into writing, you would still have to learn writing as you play the game. So let's go. Let's see what we got. Vigorous. Now, current focus amount, cost 1. Learning rate, focus point. Gain 1,368 XP for the skill by using it to level it up. Hello, Union United 1103. Thank you for becoming a follower, my man. Welcome to 8.10. Is it possible to fill in all focus points? In theory, it should be. I mean, you gotta fill in all of the focus points. Oh, from the beginning? I don't think so. I guess you would have to work for it. So I would be able to add a cost 1. Cancel. Go back. Do I have a focus point right now? Would it be this? Is it just me, or does the game have like 3 quests in total? I actually just keep getting the same quest over and over. Well, it is an early access, my man. We'll see. So far, Bannerlord looks really promising. I really hope it doesn't mess up later in the game. Yeah, it does. It does look really promising for right now. I think I can either choose a perk in the row, or I can just get an extra point. No, that's not it. Wait a sec. Free attribute points. You can use these points to increase attributes. You'll gain 1 free attribute for every 3 levels you gain. Okay, so every 3 levels I gain an extra attribute point. And you can use free focus points for increasing your learning limit in individual skills. Characters earn 1 focus point every time they level up. Alright. Okay, good. So I can just fill these up whenever the fuck I want. And it's not really that hard to fill these up. Got it. You would expect more from a decade of development. You have to be aware that they've actually needed to rework or build the engine from scratch twice. Okay, let's see. I'm going to check your guide about A World of Ice and Fire. I hope it's still the same. Thanks again. I think Bannerlord is going to be a masterpiece after a few updates. Most likely, man. Most likely it's going to be good. Let's just see what we got for until now. Alrighty, then. So I can just select that. Good. I can just select that even though I have nothing in it. So, Vigorous. Plus 6% to horse hit points. Oh, so I literally have to click there to upgrade it. Get it. It's gonna shit on Cyberpunk? Why not both? Why not enjoy both games? I think the shield icon is how many perks you can unlock. Yeah, and over here we have another shield icon, so I can unlock another perk from there. Let's check the specs. So, Vigorous, 6% horse HP. Spare arrows. Your quiver will have plus 3 arrows when you enter battle on horseback. Spare throwing weapons. Your throwing weapon will have plus 1 quantity if you start battle on horseback. Squires, plus 2 to party size. Sharpshooter, accuracy improved by 15% while on horseback. Mounted Archer, 10% less penalty to range weapons on horseback. So it would just get these 3. Cavalry, 10% less penalty to melee on horseback. Bow Expert, use any bow on horse. Wait a sec. Mounted Archer can use any bow on horseback. Game? Game? What the fuck? It's the same skill. Only I can get it on the bows earlier. I'm a little bit confused on that one. Do you have to choose one of the perks or you can get both? Some people say that you can get both, some people say that you can't get both. We'll have to figure it out. I don't know. I really don't know why both Bow Expert and Bow have the same thingamajig. Maybe I need to choose? Maybe. Who knows? I guess. Crossbow Expert. Reload any crossbow on horseback. Again, a perk that you get over here in the crossbow section at 75. Crossbow Cavalry. Right. That's a little bit confusing on that one. Horse grooming. Production of horse farms is increased by 50%. Is that an enterprise? Maybe? Conroy. Plus 4 to party size. Trampler. Plus 50% damage to charge. Cool. Iron Steed. Horse becomes lame when wounded in battle. Chance is reduced by 50%. filled to brim. Increase the carry capacity of pack animals by 20%. And nomadic traditions. Increase the party speed bonus, pardon, of your mounted troops by 30%. Okay. Maybe so you can start using them if you're low on level on them. Maybe? You get the benefit from both if you take both of them? Dude, both of them, they give you the same thing. Why would you get both of them? That would be the idea. It would be a waste to get both Bow Expert and Mounted Archer from the Bow and Riding tree. Because they both give you the same thing. You literally wasted a perk point or shield. So be careful not to grab both. Oh, and both of one up, one down. Some people say that you can grab both. Some people can't. Some people say that you can't. I'll have to check it out. Yeah, I've literally started 2 hours and 18 minutes ago. Now, you know, the writing tree doesn't really look that impressive. +3 arrows per quiver are better anyway. They're good. They're good, true. Athletics, physically fit, speed and balance, fight on foot, move on map on foot. Yeah, we'll see in a bit. Extra arrows, your quiver will have +2 arrows when you enter battle on foot. Extra throwing weapons, +1 throwing weapon on foot. Close quarter training, +2 melee damage on foot. Range training, +2 range damage on foot. So you can practically specialize into a foot archer if you so desire. Or into a foot soldier, of course. How are you able to get this game? I bought it now. Unless if you're a cav player, that means you will level riding up really bloody fast. Fair enough, yeah. Athletics is good if your horse dies? Sure it is. How am I ever going to get athletics up when I'm always on my horse? You just get off of your horse, man. You just get off of your high horse, Zunrel. Endurance, +4 HP. Dexterous, +3 movement speed. Not bad. Power kick, more kick damage. Now, if only the kick could hit the enemy, then it would be perfect. You don't want to get off of your horse? Well, then I don't think you're going to be improving your athletics much. Oh, true. Let's look at my boy. Nyasin Sensation. Oh, dear me. Boys, you gotta choose. You can't grab both. You gotta choose, brothers. Hell yeah, you gotta choose. You can't grab both. Apparently the one above becomes locked out. I'm perfectly okay with that. I am, to be honest, okay with that shit. Yes. My baby brother, or big brother, I'm not exactly sure, it wasn't really mentioned, is a badass, and most likely he will die in the story. Anyway, so back to athletics. So power kick in good shape. Foot troops, wait, your foot troops gain 2% more hit points. So all of your soldiers gain 2 extra HP, 2% extra HP. That's cool. Furious charge, your foot troops gain 10% more damage speed bonus. Hell yeah, yes, in GT. Hope he's not going to get total. He said, you're a better writer, but he got way more than you. Okay, he was being nice, unit. He was being nice to me. Need to protect your brother, make sure he doesn't die. We'll see. We'll see, Shreddy, my boy. We'll see. Salt the Wound. The player does extra damage at less than half HP, so practically a berserker trait. Unburdened. Less penalty from overburdened. Okay, that hurt my soul to read that description. Peak Form. HP increased by 10. Spartan. Party leader. Party food consumption and wage decreased by 5%. That's very good. That's very good. Why don't I just get athletics up the ass instead of writing? I think I'm going to do both. So basically that bow perk can be useful, I guess. If you want the other perk, you can get to use bow on horse perk on the other tree. Yes, yes. Now that you have to choose one or the other, it does make sense to have them in both trees. Shadow. Yeah, practically the dudes are cheaper. Yeah, but it's your entire army and it's for one perk. Spartan. Besides the one that you're going to be getting most likely from leadership. You're going to become a marathon guy? Sure. You have to think in perspective that it's not a dedicated perk for leadership. It's something extra that's outside of the leadership tree. And that's why it usually buffs that are outside of their dedicated specialization are very rare, and thus powerful and important. Your bashes and kicks knock enemies down. That moment when you just bash a dude and he just falls down. 9,999 stats guy and Bannerlord have both of them. Fuck yeah, he does. He has double the bows and arrows. He is dual wielding crossbows on a horseback, like a badass. Okay, now we will be going to a new tree added to the Bannerlord, smithing. The knowledge of how to forge metal, match handle to blade, turn poles, sew scales, and other skills useful in the assembly of weapons and armor. Use a smithy to create weapons, refine materials, and smelt old weapons. Smelting old weapons. So practically now it's going to be a good idea to melt everything that we're going to find from shit troops. But that within a week there's going to be like a player build guide in a week with the best perks for a certain playstyle. Most likely. HD0. And most likely people are going to be making that guide faster than me because I'm also working. And I'm going to be taking my time. You kick some and they go flatting? Yeah, most likely. Maybe they got the idea for Nova Ethos? Maybe. We'll see. And it's time for us to choose our destiny, brothers. So what do we got here? Efficient Iron Maker. Character can produce crude iron more efficiently by obtaining 3 units of crude iron from 1 unit of iron ore. Efficient Charcoal Maker. Character can use a more efficient method of charcoal production that produces 3 units of charcoal from 2 units of hard wood. Not exactly sure which one's going to be more valuable until I understand how it works. Steel Maker. Character can refine 2 units of iron into 1 unit of steel and 1 unit of crude iron as a byproduct. Steel Maker 2. 2 units of steel into 1 unit of fine steel. Steel Maker 3. 2 units of fine steel into 1 unit of Tamasken steel. Tamasken? I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce that. Practical Refiner. Stamina spent for refining is halved. Okay, so apparently there are multiple tiers of types of weapons. So most likely there's iron weapons, steel weapons, fine steel, and Tamasken steel. Tamasken. Okay. Mountain Blade is a good game because the developers learn from the player base. Fair enough. The upper one sounds more interesting without knowing anything about the skill. I think it's a play on Damascene steel, which is a real thing. Maybe. Curious Smelter increases the rate of learning new part designs when smelting by 100%. Ooh, that'd be interesting. Increases the rate of learning new part designs when smithing by 100%. Character has a 10% chance to create a fine weapon if difficulty requirements are met. Stamina spent for smelting is halved. Okay. These two are the same? Weird. Can wait for Lev to level his smithing so high that he's able to make PoP rune weapons? Hell yeah! HD0. Instead, the steel that was used for to forge Byzantium swords. Maybe. Anyway, we don't necessarily have to take these, but we will save on ingredients if we do take them. The other one seems to be more interesting, to be honest. Smelting and refining aren't the same. I'm sure they're not. But that's the idea. Practically, we can refine 2 units of iron ore into 1 of steel, 2 units of steel into 1 of fine steel, and then 2 units of fine steel into 1 unit of Damascus steel. Okay, let's see what else. Vigorous Smith. Immediately increase vigor by 1. Okay. Strong Smith. Immediately increase strength by 1. Game? You drunk? You high? Isn't vigor strength? Yeah, what the fuck strength? What? Vigor represents the ability to move with... Okay? Bound to Vigor attribute. Increases Vigor, makes it easier to learn. Okay. And this, its secret strength stat? What? Bullshit? Maximum difficulty of weapons that can be smithed without penalty. Okay. Yes, I know that Vigor is strength. Strength will be a DLC? Fuck that. They feel like an attribute called Strength was missing. I guess the devs did too. It's literally Vigor. Strength is Vigor. Yeah, the boys should check out this stuff. I'm confused on that one. So to my eyes, these two do the same thing. That's kind of long to be a fucking typo, mate. Oh yes, I always type strength Suturu by mistake instead of vigor VIG. I always do that. Oh, such a typo, dudes. Who knows? Maybe it's something that I'm missing yet. Maybe there's strength somewhere and I'm not seeing it. There might be, yes, true. There might be have been different stats. Yeah, it might be referring to endurance background. You might be correct. It would make sense. But again, they need to modify that. It does make sense, Grildir. Stamina spent for smithing is halved. I need to check out how that smithing works. How that stamina works. Trade penalty while selling smithed weapons is halved. Ooh, that's sexy. Character has a 10% chance to create a masterwork weapon if difficulty requirements are met. Enduring Smith immediately increase endurance by 1. No, it's right there. There's a skill that says endurance right off the bat. Why not say strength on this one? Yeah, it's no, that's not it. It's not a excuse. You saw strength when I created a character as well? Really? Where? Shadow. Unless smithing as an activity has a specific physics involving strength. We'll see, Mailman, we'll see. Immediately add 1 focus point to one-handed and two-handed. 1 focus point? Wait, focus? Holy shit. One-handed and two-handed. Fencer Smith. So you literally receive 1 of these. That's cool. Sharpened Edge. Cut damage of crafted weapons increased by 2%. Thrust damage of crafted weapons increased by 2%. Then Legendary Smith. You get you get focus points, or do you only have the ones you get in the start? You do get focus points like these every time you level up. So every time you level up, you get focus points. And you can add them, I think, anywhere. I don't think you're limited by your endurance. You can go past the 300 proficiency. Oh, I didn't read the last one. Character has a 5% chance to create a legendary weapon if difficulty requirements are met. This increases by 1% for every skill point beyond 300. So yeah, it seems you can go over the limit. I'm not exactly sure how, though. Really hope they will extend the crafting system to extend to all weapons and armor. Yeah, I haven't really seen a lot of info on armor, just weapons. It seems, but hey, background, it might be something in the works. But yes, legendary does sound pretty sexy. I'm probably going to be focusing on the smithing a lot. Isn't smithing useless in early access? Apparently it's in the game and it's working, Chris. You can go to a blacksmith in town and you can modify your weapon or something. You can only craft, you can modify. We'll see. We shall see. And I think I'm going to go with Efficient Iron Maker. For right now. So you can go only weapons. Okay. Well, at least we're going to be able to prove if it's useless or not. Okay, so that was smithing. Scouting. Spot tracks and hideouts. Travel through difficult terrain. Okay. So, Pathfinder. 1% party movement speed during day. Night vision, 2% party movement speed at night. Navigator increases party movement speed by 1. Tracks become more informative. Increases chance to spot parties. Can spot hideouts from further away. Half food consumption and 5% faster movement in forests. Half food consumption and faster movement speed in deserts. The same for hills, the same for marshes. They really condensed 3 warband skills into one. They did, yes. They did that with the medicinal skills as well. Okay, Forced March. Bonus speed with high party morale. Grassland Navigator. 5% movement speed for Grassland. Healthy Scout. Extra 8 HP. Okay. Lay of the Land. Extra 3% movement speed on maps. Works too. Bemoland. Thank you for becoming a follower, my man. Welcome to Hit Point 10. My name is Raval. I'll be your bartender, and I really hope you enjoy your stay. I forgot that I need to stop doing the full thingamajig right now. You could probably make a decent buck if you sell a masterwork or legendary weapon. You can also use those weapons in the new barter screen when trading with lords. So trading a legendary sword for an enemy lord could work, but there's a very small chance for you to make a legendary weapon. So I don't know, 5% chance. We'll see. Oh yeah, was there a typo? Yeah, there's a typo. Healthy. There should be an H after Y. How do you earn proficiency in scouting, for example? Do you just travel? Spot tracks and hideouts. Travel through difficult terrain to increase your scouting proficiency. It says right here how to learn. Okay, and Lay of the Land. Extra 3% movement speed on the map. To be honest, the scouting... The only thing that kind of interesting in the scouting tree is the extra 8 HP. Kind of like that. That's pretty much it for right now. If you make a lot of weapons in bulk, you can probably make a few legendaries and maybe a decent amount of masterworks. Maybe. We'll see. It depends on the price on iron and the required ingredients, my man. Tactics. Command simulated battles. Win battles at difficult odds. Escape from encounters by sacrificing troops if necessary. Alright, boys. Go die. You got a slaughter. But Commander, we can win. I don't give a fuck. I want my tactics go. Jesus. Scouting sounds like a companion skill for sure. I really don't know which ones are determined party skills. We'll have to check that out. So, hopefully you can get iron by deconstructing the looted weapons. I think you can. Companion Cavalry. Cavalry attacks cause 10% more morale loss. Hey guys, guys want to roll around with Vlandian Knights? There you go, that's the perk that makes you win the game. Simulated battles, what does that mean? I don't know yet, Sunrail. Almost all are personal for party speed? Oh yes, you are correct. Scout, 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 personal, personal, personal. We'll have to check that out. We'll have to figure out which ones can be provided to you by the companions. I saw a smelt tab on the smithy screen. Okay. Companion cavalry like the Macedonian shock cavalry. Nice. Simulated sounds like auto cal to me, but that doesn't make sense. Hopefully it's not that. We'll see. Let's just read through. So 10 morale loss. Tactical superiority. Your soldiers deal 5% more damage in simulations. The fuck's a simulation? I'll have to figure that out. Allows you to place your troops before all battles. Okay. Hello, Santimax. Welcome to the end. Do you think it's possible to get Swadian Knights only using the trainer ability in Warband? Well, you would have to recruit the Swadians recruit first, my man, and then you get some trainer and you get a good level. You need to be leveled above the Swadian Knight to be able to train them in the first place, and eventually you'll get Swadian Knights. So I learned that keep all the horses you get. Auto-calculate, I guess. I think simulations are the new auto-cal battles. Oh, but that's gonna be shitty. So maybe simulations is fighting without... No. They fighting without me. Yeah. When you upgrade people to cavalry, you have to have a horse in your inventory. The fuck? How do you command autocal? Do you get random events with decisions or something? We'll have to figure it out, Zenrel. But yeah, if there are like autocal battles, it's gonna be shit. We'll see. Let's just keep reading. Okay. Party leader. Your skill in logistics increases the amount of ammo your ranged troops start combat by 20%. Oof. Oh, that is sex. Ambush Specialist. Archers deliver 60% more damage in simulation in forests. Oh, that's good too. Again, I don't know what simulation is. Phalanx. Your infantrymen deal 50% more damage to cavalry in simulations. Hammer and Anvil. Your cavalry deal 50% more damage to archers in simulations. I need to figure out what simulations are. Are there any stuff like breweries or shit you can earn money with? You know that shit you buy in cities? Enterprises, Vesian. We'll see. The fastest way to level your troops is autocal, by the way. Pretty sure autocal is simulation. Okay. Autocal battles will become more viable. That's why they're giving you huge bonuses for it. Seems so... This tactics trait practically is dedicated to autocal. Okay. Cavalry deal 50% more damage to archers in simulations. Elusive. You can retreat from battles by leaving 50% fewer troops behind. Swift regroup. Decreases disorganized state duration by 50%. Bait. Increases allied battle reinforcement distance by 30%. Ooh, that's good. Huh. Trusted Commander. Army cohesion decay decreases. Oh. Alright. Rational Leader. Army supply consumption and disorganized time decreased. Okay. Most likely, if you have large armies, there's morale penalties and cohesion penalties. We'll see. To be honest, that's a good thing because it becomes really annoying if you have to fight every small lord yourself. Fair enough, HD0. You are correct. We'll see, Super Crumpets, how it works. So that was Tactics, which sounds very interesting. Now, very interesting. Okay, so Roguery. Raid caravans, recruit and lead bandit troops, infiltrate enemy towns, give bribes, and escape from captivity. Raiding Party. 10% faster village raids. 5% more loot from village raids. Less relationship penalty while using intimidation. 10% increased morale gain from raiding villages. More loot from enemies. Keep a smaller army. I had to dismount a bunch of guys that couldn't keep up with the wage. This is for bad mofos. I'm curious to see if you could go with a looter build in this. Okay, Scavenger. Concealed Blade. Can use any one-handed weapon in civilian mode. Ooh. Slip into Shadows. 20% chance of being caught while sneaking. Oh, minus 20% chance of being caught while sneaking into town. Negotiator. Bribes are 50% cheaper. Briber. A higher chance of a bribe option becoming available. Camouflage. 10% less chance of alarming enemy settlements while passing near them. Escape Artist. You can escape from captivity. Bribe Master. Slave Trader. 20% digital deals with ransom brokers. And Merry Men. You're able to recruit bandits to your party instead of slaying them. Okay, so I guess this is the build for the dishonest, dishonorable bastard. Yeah, this is the Raider skill tree. Yeah, Men of Merry. Although, I think in the bow section, there's also Merry Men. Yeah, literally the same name. They should really, I don't know, name them differently a bit. Hello, the Mandalorian 420. Welcome to the inn. Hey, Crewits. Why can't you watch? Whew. I'm getting tired. The ability to make a person okay. Improve relations with people. Socialize with nobles. Do barters. Now, refresh. Druids. Let's see, what do we get here? Icebreaker. When introducing yourself to lords for the first time, have a 10% chance to gain +2 relations with them. Okay. Diplomacy. 15% reduced barter penalty. I'm sorry, right off the bat, diplomacy sounds much better. Icebreaker gives you only a 10% chance. That is very unreliable. This is a persistent perk that works at all times. So diplomacy wins. Is there a way to lower quality? I'm on mobile data. I'm sorry, Mandalorian, but sadly today you won't be able to lower the quality. You'll be able to lower the quality tomorrow, though. Adventure stories. +1 renown for each issue resolved. Yeah, you're gonna have problems with the quality until tomorrow. Tomorrow you're gonna be able to modify it. That's interesting. Depends how often issues appear. Show your scars, plus 20%, sorry, 20% more renown from battles. Yeah, again, show your scars seems much better than adventure stories, much more reliable. It looks great until now, Jake the Great White. But we have to check further. Again, show your scars. Seems super good. Forgivable grievances, 30% chance to avoid persuasion critical failure. Okay. Meaningful favors, 10% better chance for double persuasion successes. Forgivable grievances, I think it's much better in this case. I know that's only the 1080. You'll be able to bring it down to 720 tomorrow. In Bloom, increase relationship gain with opposite gender by 20%. Increase relationship gain with the same gender by 20%. I don't know. I don't know the ramifications. I don't know what role the female has in this society. Yet, we'll have to figure that one out. But if I remember Warband right, I guess with the same gender is much better. You can be gay? Cool. So just want a copy of this. How are you finding it? Pretty good until now. Pretty in-depth, Hot Wheels of Doom. You feel like Charm is something that you won't be touching ever? Okay. First bandits are very good archers, so watch out. I'll keep it in mind, man. Let's see. Champion. Gain plus 10 more influence by winning tournaments. Or, respectable opposition. 30% chance to negate relationship penalty from kingdom decisions. Both of these are pretty good. I don't know what influence does. I don't know what negate, what this is referring to be exact. Unless you go female. I don't know. We'll see. There are female lords in Bannerlord. We'll see which one's the dominant gender. So, effort for the people. Town governor has 10% chance to get one relation with a random notable per day while continuous projects are active. That's cool. Promoter. For every project completed, increase notable relations with the owner by 1. Okay. I was a huge fan of Warband, so I'm kind of fanboying, but Steam says it'll be 52 minutes to download. Oh man. First of all, I'm sorry to say this, Hot Wheels of Doom, but because you can change the quality of my stream, go watch someone else on lower quality so you speed up the download. I'm sorry to see you go, but just go watch somebody else to speed up the download. Don't waste your internet on my stream, okay? A respectable opposition is like when you sworn king declares war, you don't lose as much relation with the enemy lord. Ah, I see. Okay. Influence is the currency that you use to make lords follow you and create armies. Makes sense. Southern Empire is ruled by the Empress. Cool. Should be fine then. What are you going for? Two-handed polearm sword board? I think I'm going to go with sword board. Hello, music. We'll see. Alright, Hot Wheels. Have a good one, man. So what do we got? Promoter. Out of these two, I think... It depends. It depends. I think promoter might be better. Our glorious leader. Gain 20% more influence from personal actions. Pro Familia. Clan member parties gain 10% more influence from actions. Right? Morale leader. Town gets plus 10 security bonus. Natural leader. Town gets plus 10 loyalty bonus. Again, I don't know those mechanics yet. Courtship. Gain plus 1 influence per day for each allied lord party that are not currently in an army while waiting in the same town. Oh, that sounds oddly and situationally useful. Spink and stank? Fuck yeah, good old spank and stank. Spearboard is better. I might go with spearboard. I'm tempted. What do you think? Going two-handed sword, spear, shield, throwing with horse? I think I'm gonna go polearm and spear with horse or one-handed. It depends what options I have in smithing. I'm a smithy. I'm a blacksmith. All depends what are my options in smithing. So we'll see. So what do we got here? Influence point. Okay. When you visit your own settlements, they get plus 5 loyalty bonus once per day. That sounds stupidly OP. Yeah, this sounds broken. Parade sounds broken. Smithing's kind of broken, though. You get the best weapon in the game by far. Well, it's a good thing that I selected it. Charm Extra 1. They didn't name it yet, so it's still early access. Extra 1 Desk. I don't know what that is. Every 5 skills after 250 gives you +1 influence points per day. Oh, so you practically just generate immortal charm. You just generate influence points. Hey, you good-looking motherfucker. Yeah, you. I like you. And that's what people do every day, pointing at you. That's why it's a skill level 225. Nah, we'll see. We shall see, brothers. So yeah, charm. I kind of like. That's going to be useful if you with your stewardship, most likely. So it's going to be useful as a governor and stuff like that. Could work with tactics as well. We'll see. Now, the bread and butter. I'm looking forward to checking out leadership, steward, and medicine. To be honest with you guys. So let's see. Maintain high morale in your party. Assemble and lead armies. Let's see. Combat tips. Small XP bonus per day to party. Oh, so they've introduced the trainer skill into leadership. Will you raid? Isn't Botania Culture a bit of raiding? Like ambush raiding? We'll see, Shredder. We'll see what the game has to offer first. How can you know what the best weapon in the game is? We don't know what the best weapon in the game is. Oh my god, fried bacon. We don't know yet. Botania are cannibal motherfuckers? Why do you say that? So small XP? Or raise the meek, medium XP bonus per day to tier 1, 2, and 3 troops. So you can either choose to have communism, where you level up everyone equally, or medium experience bonus for the smaller guys, or focus on training up the recruits. Check Resonance video Botania history? Ah, sure. Maybe. Someday. You can if you watch the damage numbers in the game scripts. Per part in vanilla weapons. Oh, fair enough. Alright, man. I guess they're cannibals. Additional 20 morale at the beginning of the battle when you're attacking. Additional 20 morale at the beginning of the battle when you're defending. Usually when you attack, you'll most likely know that you'll win. Because you're not going to be assuming unnecessary risks. So I think the Star Defender is better in this scenario. You'll need, if somebody attacks you and you're like, oh my god, I did not want to fight that guy, you'll need as bigger an advantage as you could get, right? We'll see. It says Stour. I don't know if it's stout. Maybe it's a typo. Stiff upper lip. Town garrison is 20% more effective for security. Gratitude. The town has 20% higher loyalty gain. Probably stiff upper lip. Levy sergeant. 15% lower wage for tier 1, 2, 3, and 4 troops. Veterans respect. 50% lower wage for tier 4, 5, 6 troop. Good in early game, good in late game. If everybody aspires to go late game super powerhouse, most likely veteran respect is better. You have no idea how likely it is to craft such a weapon, so no need to claim it's broken. Oh my god, fried bacon, we'll see. God damn it. Guys, calm down, what the fuck? Don't know if I should buy the game or not with all the virus stuff going on. I'm sorry, the real Namo. What are you referring to? You're talking to the pandemic? Tier 4, 5, 6 troops because early game troops have low upkeep. Yeah, most likely veteran respect is just much better. Anyway. Let us move on. What do we got? Dispenser of Justice. Increase security in a town by 5 while waiting. Disciplinarian. You're able to revert bandits into regular troops. Oh, shit. Okay, it depends how powerful bandits are. Veterans should have an apostrophe. Yes. A veteran's respect. Or there should be an apostrophe after the S. Svexor, thank you for becoming a follower, my man. Welcome to Hitpoint Inn. Drillmaster, Garrison gains 20% more experience. Yep, thought you might be referring to the virus. Well, just buy the game. You'll be able to play it eventually, my man. Okay. Wait, what? Didn't it butt heads with this? You're able to recruit bandits to your party instead of slaying them. I think this is not... Merry Men is not compatible with Disciplinarian. I think you could just revert the bandits into regular troops, as in prisoners. Please don't start a coronavirus conversation. Thank you very much. We're trying to figure out Bannerlord, okay? Not find a cure for it, for the virus. Chris, if people don't want to stop, you know what to do. Alright, so Drillmaster, Citizen Militia. Militia has a 20% chance to spawn with more experienced troops. Sounds good. Inspiring Leader, 20% less influence needed to call parties to army. Right, assuring presence, 20% cohesion decay. I think I'm going to be more worried about my own army than the others. Public Talker, 10% more effective forum, marketplace, arena, temple, and festival effects. I feel like leadership is going to go very well hand in hand with Steward. Inspiring Warrior, 20% faster, notable recruit replenishment. Okay. Sword as tribute, heroes under your command gain 20% more XP. So I guess heroes are companions. I know that we already figured out that there are too many Merry Men, Shadow. Notable recruit replenishment. Most likely they're the recruits from town. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe it was a mistake. Maybe they're still figuring out the name for one of them. Troops under your command gain 20% more XP. Or heroes under your command gain 20% more XP. I'm sorry, companions. Troops under your command gain 20% more XP sounds much better than the first one. And yes, I'm kind of figured that out. Clearly this one's better. Ultimate Leader. Every skill increase after 250 gives you a +1 party capacity. That sounds sexy. And there are 2 Ultimate Leaders. Yeah, okay, this one is most likely not obtainable. They're gonna be adding it in the future. I don't know. It's still a work in process. It's still early access, guys. Operachi, thank you for subscribing, my man. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Does the morale get affected if you build a multicultural army? Most likely. We'll find out. Nemo. That's a good late game 2K army? Maybe. So, trade. Real quick through this one. Make profit from trading. Operate caravans. Appraiser. 5% increased sell price for equipment. Also, your profits are marked. Wholesaler. 5% increased sell price for trade goods. Also, your profits are marked. So practically, if you're going to be fighting a lot and you are not interested in trading, you get appraiser. If you're more interested in trading and finding trade routes and stuff like that, get wholesaler. And depending on how the trades work in this game, we'll see which one's better and which one's not. But for the longer scheme of things, if you plan on making a faction where you conquer the world and wage war on everyone, I think appraiser is the way to go. Maybe a combination of appraiser with roguery might work. So what do we got else here? Caravan Master, you pay 20% less wages for caravans. Also, your party can carry 30% more weight. Ooh, me likey. Town Merchant, you pay 20% less wages for workshops. Oh, so better enterprises. Also, your party can carry 30% more weight. Ah, clearly, Town Merchant is better. I don't want to spend all day babysitting caravans. So, in the long run, I think Town Merchant's going to be better. Right off the bat, just right off the bat, reading that, I think Town Merchant's going to be better. Again, don't rule it out. Maybe you just want to roleplay as a caravan merchant. So, if you want to just roleplay, Go with Caravan Master. But in the long run of things, Town Merchant wins. Traveling rumors. Your caravans gather trade rumors, also mark item prices relatively to average price. Yes, and as Chris said, if caravans are like in Fire and Sword, I will shoot myself as well. Keep me a bullet, Chris. Yeah, indeed, HG0. And who knows, maybe I don't have to babysit caravans. Maybe they go automatically, and they can't get attacked. Who am I kidding? Of course they can get attacked. They mentioned over here that you can ambush caravans. Hello, Daddy Draven. Welcome back to the inn, actually. What's up? So, okay. Local connection. Your workshops gather trade rumors, also mark item prices relative to average price. Distributed goods. Every villager party entering... Wait, what? Every villager party entering your town generates 10 gold income. Oh, villager parties from villages entering the town generated 10 gold. Okay. Toll gates. Every caravan entering your town generates 25 gold income. It depends how many villages are associated to the town, I guess. I still think distributed goods might be better than toll gates. Again, I don't know how frequent caravans are. And I'm not exactly sure how many villages are attached to a town. So we'll have to figure that out. There are no bolts or only arrows on bolts. Damn it. Artisan community. Every profitable shop you own gives you 1 renown per day. Great investor. Every profitable caravan you own gives you 1 renown per day. Okay. I think you can send 1 companion and 3 units to guard a caravan. Okay, Fangito. Hopefully that's enough. You can send your companions on quests to protect caravans. Okay. Again, hopefully that's enough. You know, when the king rides with his giant army, a companion and 3 soldiers won't stop them. Wealthier towns get more caravans, thus making the caravan one more valuable in the long run. Well-governed fiefs. You are correct, Zonarile. Again, I can't really decide on the two, because I have to see how many villages are there, how fast the village parties get sent, and so on and so forth. But, to be honest, in short term, distributed goods is better than Trollgate. Maybe a long-term Trollgate will be better. Depends. Okay, villager connections. Your workshop production increased by 25%. Content traders increased tariff income by 10%. Not sure how that's going to work, but this sounds amazing with workshop production increase. Insurance plans. Your caravans return 5k gold when destroyed. Also, caravans have more elite troops. I guess this tree is very valuable if you're playing as a Kuzait cultured character. I think this troop tree is amazing for those guys, and probably worth it to go with the caravan build. They did make trading and selling more in depth. How much to set one up? I think it's 15k unit. I think that's what some people mentioned. Rapid development. Your shops return 5k gold when town is captured by enemy. Also, tax obtained from town increased by 70% while waiting. Damn, that's cool. Tariffs are the taxes on trade, so I assume it means that you get income from caravans that enter your town. Maybe. Oh, sorry, yes, Aserai. Kuzait are the Kurjits. My bad. Yes, the Serenade guys. Thank you. You're correct. Granary accountant, your town's bound villages, grain, olives, fish, date production is increased by 20%. Trader foreman, your town's bound clay, iron, raw silk, and silver production is increased by 20%, so you most likely have to choose between the resources produced in your controlled town. Everything has a price. You can now trade settlements when doing barter. Influential trader, your caravans and workshops gain influence. And mercenary trader, 15%. Sorry, plus 15 to party size. Okay. Maybe you can focus more on being trader rather than fighter. Maybe you can, Radio. Yeah, I'm still checking them. I'm almost done. Stewart. Sorry, Slopey. Okay. Yeah, we're right here at Stewart. Your knowledge of what makes a settlement prosper. This helps you manage an estate or administer a town. Gain party morale from food variety. as a quartermaster, improve settlement prosperity and build projects as a governor, or spend time in your settlement as a clan leader. Shields are stupid broken? Yes, they are. Social skill actually seems pretty good. Yeah, it does. So let's see what we got here. Tax collector, plus 10% more taxes from villages. Supreme authority, plus 1 influence if you're a ruler. Agriculture, 30% more production from farms. Prominence, you receive plus 1 influence as a vassal. I think I see a pattern over here. So is this going to be administrator and this is going to be vassal? I think this is how it's going to work. Also, I think they confirmed you now can gain XP from trading, so trader may be viable long-term. Yes, you can get XP from any of these skills that you level up. You practically level up by simply gaining points. Total skill points 0. Next level, gain a total of 5 skill points to level up this character. Now I'm trying to figure out where the skill points are. Is it safe to assume that these are skill points? These proficiency points that I like to call them? Maybe. But yeah, it's most likely like Skyrim. Probably as you do things, this will go up. And then once it goes up by 1, you gain 1 skill point. And this becomes 6, that's a skill point. At 5 of any skills, you level up to level 2. And you gain an extra focus, which you can enter then. At 3 levels, you gain an extra attribute that you can add in either of the fields. It makes it easier to learn bound skills and also raises their learning limit. So that's how it works. Alright, so for Steward, let's see. Supreme Authoritarian, Tax Collector, Agriculture, Prominence, good. Normish Settlement. Your settlement prosperity grows at quadruple normal rate while you're waiting there. Warmonger. Less influence needed to summon vassals for war. Bannerlord. Haha! Plus 2 to party size for each fief you own. Logistics Expert. Parties and armies you lead move faster. Okay. Prosperous Reign. Villages you own grow at a double rate. Nice. War rations. Food consumption reduced by 20%. Ooh, that's so good. That's amazing, to be honest. When seeing the base game and the graphics now, I'm just so hyped for mods like a World of Ice and Fire, knowing they'll be even more better than before. We'll see. Parties and armies you lead move faster. I think it's simply referring to armies that are following you while you're being a marshal. Zonrel. Hey Gabby, welcome back to the D&D. What's up? Haven't seen you in a long time. How you doing, man? Someday, Shredder. Someday. Well, why not you guys just enjoy the base game first? Enjoy the base game, consume its flesh and glory, and then think about mods. Okay? What else we got? 50% more tax income from mines. Plus 10 to party size for every vassal. I feel like this is the king route. Literally the king route. King/vassal route. Alright. Plus 5 to party size for each fief you own. Trade penalty for horses. 10%. Okay. Reeve. Plus 1 companion. So you have a companion limit? Is that how it's going to work this time? Stand United. You are leading a siege, and if you're leading a siege, any party leaving or entering must engage first. Oh, that's going to be interesting. Food rationing. If you're under siege, food consumption in settlements is reduced by 40%. Governor, 10% tax from villages. Ruler, plus 1 companion for each town you own. It seems there is a companion limit. So multiple lords is an army then? Maybe. Maybe so, Zonrel. Working a lot of work from home, but hell a lot of it. I understand it, man. I'm working from home as well, and I'm having a lot of work as well. Naval battles, or will there be in Bannerlord? As I understand, there are no naval battles. We'll see if they're going to be adding it. Marshal practically controls all the armies at once. Yeah. I love the new leveling system, I have to say. Also, had to spend at least 2 hours in the practice arena to get accustomed to combat. Yeah, probably going to be spending a little bit of time in the arena as well. Settle following you in separate parties. Lords can now join your party. If you have a lord in your party, then it becomes an army. No more pussy lords running away. Oh, that sounds awesome. Maybe companions are your vassals? I don't know. I'm not exactly sure if they're referring to +1 companion or +1 hero, which is a companion. Haven't checked it out, Nick, as I don't really have the time, and I'm probably going to be checking out Bannerlord for the rest of the week. Agrarian, plus 20% more production from farms. I'm not exactly sure. So all of this was for vassals and kings, and then they decided to switch it up for governor. That's weird. Village recovers faster than normal after being raided. That also might be useful. There's a companion limit. You'll see how many you can have once you play. Okay, Fangito, thank you. Prisoner Culture 3 is now very strong. They now have archers that are pretty much equal to Corinthian Rangers, plus their noble cavalry is now very good. Okay, so they buffed up the common troop tree. Saw some YouTube posts so far related to Bannerlord. Far away still from a clear opinion. Ah, hell yeah. We have a long way to go to get in good on it. Name's Roval Miklaska. Hit point in is the, well, in. Watch your POP YouTube video for a long time and you know Warband. What's your honest opinion so far? I love the character creation screen. I love the character screen, the stats, the organization, and how you level up. That's what I like, and that's what I've got to see until now. I will release a guide for it in the future, Benji. Character creation screen could use some tweaks and the inventory screen as well. I still haven't seen those yet. So let's check medicine. Now, medicine is one of my favorite skills ever, as in surgery. I'd like to check how this works here. So let's see. Knowledge of how to staunch bleeding. Okay. Help wounded soldiers heal in settlements. So this is an active thing that I need to do. And yes, there are 3 things bunched into one. Let's see. Increase character's healing rate by 10%. Increase character's hit points by 10%. Ah, fuck yeah. Preventive medicine. If they don't die in the first place, there's no need for the first one. Oh yeah, holy shit. Does that... Wait. Ah, no, that's just for your character. Ah, that's just for your character. Oh, that's lame. I thought it was for all of the soldiers. And yes, it's 10, not 10%. True. Yeah, all in one, right here. Snake Claudio, thank you for becoming a follower, my man. Welcome to Hit Point 10. I'll have to think about this one, but I think preventive medicine is still the way to go. Even for your own character. In order to level up medicine, you need to assign your player as the party surgeon. I see. That's going to be interesting. Munchie72, thank you for becoming a follower, my man. Welcome to Hit Point 10. Triage Tent. Bonus 20% healing rate increased to the party when stationary on the main map. Walk It Off. Bonus 10% healing rate increased to the party when mobile on the main map. I think Walk It Off is going to be better in this case. You're most likely going to be on the move, especially for the early to mid game. As, well, this is all an assumption. But by a first look, I would say Walk It Off. Mobile Aid. Wounded members' party speed penalty is decreased by 50%. Doctor's Oath. Medicine recovery chance applies to enemies too. Medicine recovery chance applies to enemies too. I don't know what this means. You're welcome, Claudio. I don't know what Doctor's Oath means. To heal your enemies too? Maybe there's a higher chance of gaining prisoners? Maybe some people who were on their deathbed are now recovered and you can take them prisoners? There's a chance you won't kill the enemy. Yeah, maybe that's how it works. Could probably make an entire stream dedicated to testing and theorizing which perks are better and making some... We just did, HD0. We've went over the 3-hour mark. Wish you could play games. Crashed 6 times for you. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Nicholas. Gets you heal enemies, making them worth more in ransom? No, I think maybe instead of... Yeah, exactly like Shadow said. Maybe instead of killing them, you just gain more prisoners. Okay, let's see what else. Best medicine. High morale increases the healing rate. Good lodging, bonus 10% healing rate when resting in towns. Fangito, thank you for becoming a follower, man. Welcome to Hitpoint 10. 30% siege bombardment casualties get wounded instead of killed. Okay, that sounds amazing. And essential in the late game. Pristine streets. Increase settlement prosperity by 1 every day. Bush Doctor. Increases village heart growth rate? What? Increases village's heart growth rate by 20%. Health, maybe? I'm not exactly sure what health refers to. Also, party gets healing rate bonus when waiting in the villages by 20%. Okay. Mr. Lubeman, thank you for becoming a follower. Welcome to Hitpoint 10. Perfect health. Clan member fertility is increased by 20%. Bounce. Wow, wow. Yeah. So most likely, clan members, and clan is my family. I don't know, Mailman. I don't know. Maybe health rate. Maybe there are plagues in this game. Your heart gets bigger and bigger until you die. Oh yes, yes. It's a spell that increases the enemy's heart until they can no longer pump blood and die. I have no idea, guys. I have no idea what it's referring to. Health advice. Clan life expectancy is increased by 10%. Physician of people. Increase loyalty of settlement by 1. Clean infrastructure. Town projects that are related to sanitation and health gives daily prosperity bonuses. Cheat death. Avoid death for 1 time when terminally sick. And Fortitude tonic. Heroes in your party have 50% lower chance of dying in battle. I'm not exactly sure which one is better. Fortitude tonic or cheat death. Horse healer. 30% chance per day to recover a lame horse. And Minister of Health. Troops start the battle with a bonus HP point. Oh god. Party leader's medicine skill 200. Divided by 2. Wait, no, what? Bonus HP of party leader's medicine skill up to 200 divided by 2. What the fuck? So I could, in theory, increase the health of my boys by 100? No. No, that's not how that shit works, right? Clans are also your companions? Okay. So about 37 when you get the skill? Uh-huh. Yeah, I think so. About 37. It's your skill level minus 200. Oh, yes, minus 200, but divided by 2. Okay. Got it. I understand. So, yeah, at max rank, at 300, you would practically give them 50 HP. Yeah, you would give them... If you have a 300 in a medicine skill, it would be 3,000 minus 200 divided by 2. That would be 50. Damn. That'd be some tanky boys. That is a ton. That is a tanky army. Oh yeah, medicine all the way. Jesus Christ. Okay, this is broken. Now, we do have to state, we have no idea how hard it is to level up medicine. No idea how hard it is. We'll see. But yeah, that Minister of Health. And that, but I do have to mention that Minister of Health thing needs to be on you. That cannot be provided by a companion. Whew. Okay, we got engineering to go. Build and operate siege engines. Successfully use engines in sieges offensively or defensively. Construction expert. Speed of building castles. Speed of building castles and walls increased by 30%. So I can build castles? Question mark. They probably were able to make perks more powerful now that lords, companions, and players can die. How many points do you need on intellect to reach 300 with 5 focus? With 5 focus into medicine, you would need 10 points into intelligence. So you need 10 intellect with 5 points of focus to get to 300. That singular skill makes it the medicine tree worthwhile. Yes, KFC, it does. And plus, you don't have to be at 300 to benefit from that 50 HP. If you are at 275, you already gain around 32 HP for your soldiers. So, still, that's awesome and powerful. Anyway, Let's see. Catapults are 30% more effective. Can build fire version of siege engines. AJ0615, thank you for becoming a follower, my man. Welcome to Hidpoint Inn. Fortifications are much stronger. Armor craft. Armor 10% more effective. Siege engines have 30% more HP. Heavier siege engines. Bombardment damage against other siege engines increased by 20%. Wall breaker. Increased damage to walls during sieges. Okay. Sam Houston, thank you for becoming a follower, my man. Welcome to Hidpoint Inn. Less morale loss during sieges. Building development speed 1.5. Okay, so it does accelerate the building. So while being a governor. Okay, that's lame. Everyday engineer. Default town projects are 60% more effective. Good, bad, depends. I wonder if you can use siege equipment during normal battle. How to conquer the world, step 1, max medicine? Maybe. Should be able to build towns with insane costs. Was an early beta. Don't know if it still exists. No clue, Salvador. Keep in mind that your character died of old age, right? So it shouldn't be that easy, maybe. Yeah, most likely. Most likely your boy can die of old age. We got dinars, we got influence, we got HP. Battle-ready troops, too. Me and my brother. Number of consumable items, so food. We don't have any food for right now. Party morale. Extend shrink map bar. Party speed. Oh, so I'm always going to keep this open. Get it. Party speed, view distance, and daily party wage. Yeah, we've checked them all, and now we have to decide where we're going to be putting one focus point that we got for free. And I think I'm going to be putting it into medicine. That sounds good. That sounds good. That's so nice. You see how many days your food lasts in the bottom right? Yes, you do. Took 2 hours to check all this shit. It did, but now you guys have read with me, and I'm also going to be posting this on YouTube, so you guys can slowly read through all of them. But yeah, we're going to be putting that extra point into medicine. The only thing that it doesn't show me, or I don't know, is how big is the chance for a soldier to die, and if I increase it by increasing my medicine skill. I don't know that. So that's the thing. So we'll have to check. Oh, shh. Brothers, I found it. Surgeon, governor. Casualty survival chance plus 0.2. Healing rate 1.5. Okay, so as we increase this, we're going to be gaining casualty survival chance. Yep, I just looked at the eye. I'm sorry. Sorry, I didn't know, okay? I should check all of them. What do they do? So, one-handed weapon speed and damage. The same. Maximum usable bow difficulty. Okay, so practically the more bow proficiency you have, the better bows you're going to be able to equip. Reload speed and accuracy. Throw speed, weapon accuracy. Maximum mount difficulty. Okay, the more riding you have, the better mounts you can equip. Yeah, they are pretty self-explanatory. I'll try to find strength too, sure. You could post this as a smaller guide. That's kind of a first look at the character screen. I'm going to be adding it on YouTube anyway as a first episode, so people will check it out. Athletics. Running speed, okay. Maximum difficulty weapons that can be smithed without penalty. Track detection radius, max track difficulty, spotting distance, track information. Simulation advantage, so auto-cal. Okay, hear me out, guys. It's not much of a guide. It's literally just reading through the character sheets and discussing them. Hey, I don't care. I really enjoyed it, Shadow. The early game, chasing Bannerlord parties on the map with an army of recruits will be a pain. If you have a something similar to pathfinding, do not avoid it. Oh, yeah, scouting right here, baby. One guide to blind through, first impression, 2 guide. Okay, most likely it's going to be a first impressions, but it's literally, I'm going to be making a episode series on this, and it's going to be fun. Anyway, I did want to talk with you guys about the simulation advantage. I wonder if there's a tactic where you can just max the fuck out of tactics, and you just make auto-cal super imbalanced and in your favor. And you can just win any battle, and you can never just fight ever again, and just play it as a colony management sim when you never have to fight. Then what's the point? I just wanted to check if you can cheese it that way, Robson. Literally to cheese them. Decrease the sacrifice troop number when trying to get away by 0.5%. Yeah, most likely it's not going to get that broken. I agree, Catnick. Battle loot, plus 1.3%. So yeah, Roguery is looting skill. Charm, relation increase with NPCs. Leadership, increases morale of the parties under your command, increases garrison size by 1. Trade penalty reduction, increases party size, so Steward gives you party size. Good. And faster siege engine production, faster building production, max difficulty of siege engine that can be built, 5. Enemy lords also have tactics skills. Indeed, they do. Most likely you would like to avoid auto-calling against kings. Hey Nicholas, thank you for becoming a follower, my man. Welcome to the point 10. I have no idea where strength is, and I think that is a question that needs to be addressed to the developers. The problem perk is Strong Smith. Immediately increase strength by 1. Also, Vigorous Smithing immediately increase vigor by 1. We know what vigor is, we don't know where strength is. Hey Ninja Wizard, welcome back. The strength is in the friendship? Hell yeah, the strength is in the friendship. Strength, leveling up isn't it that easy? I played 3 hours and only could choose 2 talents so far. Well, it depends what you did in those 3 hours, Mystic Max. I think now you need to spend some time micromanaging your companions and their positions and government engineering stuff, most likely. Okay, and we haven't moved a muscle. We went through the tutorial, we've created our characters and checked out the cultures, and we've checked out the character screen in depth. I really enjoyed myself, even though I didn't do anything. But that is going to be it for today. I feel like my voice is going bye-bye a little bit. We're going to be saving as, and we're going to call it stream. And that is going to be it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow, where we will check out the rest of the UI. We're going to go forward in the villages, and most likely by tomorrow you guys are going to be able to teach me more than I teached you. And I'll see you boys, yeah, tomorrow at the same hour at 7:30. Right, so that's it for today. If you guys like what I do, hit that follow button. Really helps me out, makes the channel grow, makes everything more awesome. If you want to further support me, also subscribe. If you're on YouTube, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified when I put in new content. And I try to put in new content every week. And I am going to be adding these to YouTube. So that's going to be it. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 7:30. Bye-bye.